Ah! I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed and angry and wham piss pants. That's me. What's up? Welcome back to Captain Mac. Where are you going? Where are you going? You have to stay in the background, otherwise people won't stay. They come to watch you. They don't come to watch me. You're on the clock, Luna. Get back in that fucking seat. Hey. So if you haven't heard the news, YouTube decided to take a heaving shit on my channel by demonetizing my Chainsaw Man video. And any traction my channel had completely tanked. I put in a request for review. And you know how it is. YouTube is very inconsistent with how they handle this kind of thing. So there was a chance I got someone who was cool and, you know, realized that my video is not that bad in the grand scheme of YouTube. Or someone who's an asshole and is going to follow the letter to the T and say, oh, he said the word boobs. He needs to be demonetized. And unfortunately, I got the latter. So it's staying demonetized. I have no other means by which to appeal it. And I'm slightly frustrated, to be honest. Because legit, like we're talking like here's the views pre-demonetization, here they are now, and they keep falling. And it sucks. Cause I was really enjoying the traction that video is giving me. I really was.
House.
Don't mind that. And I've been frustrated. I've been pissed off about it all day. And I got home and I was like, the last thing I want to do right now is work on some other video that's probably going to get demonetized anyway, since Jesus Christ, this video is worse. But, so I'm here to play American Truck Simulator. From what I've seen, I think it's hard to tell, but I think YouTube had a recent change in their detection, because I think this happened to a few people, not just me. So my hope is that it will either update again or get rescinded to not be limited, but that's probably far too wishful of thinking. I don't even know. There's nothing I can do about it. Like after like the one appeal, like you're done. If they say no, like you're fucking done. So there's even if something were to change, I don't know if they would even reconsider it. Grain has way better facial hair than I can rock. I don't even know who that man is. I just saw it on my feed. The one thing I changed one thing to try and appease YouTube. I don't think it'll work, but I altered the thumbnail. So this was the thumbnail, and I get it. I did tweet at them. I did. I'm a small YouTuber. They're not going to respond to me, but I did. I also posted on the r/YouTube Reddit. It got 0 traction because my Reddit account is non-existent. So this was my thumbnail before, and like I get it. There's reference to a sexual act here. I think in the grand scheme of YouTube, it's pretty fucking chill because, oh God, I don't know where it is, but my fucking Nisekoi video's thumbnail is 10 times worse and has no restricted ad. Like it just has actual like massive anime milkers in it. That video's fine. And it hasn't reflected yet, but I did change the thumbnail, so now it's this. I altered it to this, which I actually think is quite nice. I think that's quite nice. I think that's good. So maybe I should have done that before I asked for a review, but it's a bit late, and I can't ask for another review, so guess I'm fucked, aren't I? But I actually, I don't know. It's just so annoying because like nothing I said or showed in that video was all that bad. It was more suggestive than it was explicitly sexual. Like, yeah, I said Denji wants to have sex with a woman. I didn't show Denji having sex with a woman, did I? Didn't do that. But My chair isn't locked. It's supposed to be locked. I'm frustrated, and there's nothing I can do about it, and all I can do is vent. But when I got home today, I went on YouTube to switch out the thumbnail, and I got another one of those recommendations, or another person in my recommended one of those like pre 100 view videos. It had 8 views. It had 8 views as my recommended, and so again, because I always do this, I opened it up just to see what was going on in an incognito window, so I wouldn't get recommended more videos from that person in case they sucked. But he was just some guy doing like Let's Plays. Nothing particularly significant. He was really quiet. You know, like one of the worst things you can do as a streamer or Let's Player is have silence where you're not talking. You know, you gotta keep that engagement up. But there was one thing that stuck out at me. I thought it was really fucking funny. So the guy was doing that thing where you know, he has a webcam, but the background is a green screen and he puts an image up, which generally I hate. I've talked about how much I hate green screens and green screen backgrounds. I think it looks fucking awful. I don't know why you would ever do it. But his is pretty fucking funny. He was kind of taking the piss out of other streamers, so to speak. You know, other streamers, they tend to have like a bedroom in their background, right? Like they have a bed, maybe a bookshelf, that kind of shit. He like went into MS Paint and like drew a fake bedroom, and it was great. He had like a giant window, and outside the window was like a Teletubby staring into his bedroom. And then he had like a bookshelf which had anime figures like crudely photoshopped onto it, and like an Among Us figurine. And then oh shoot, there was something else about it that I thought was funny. Whatever. It was, oh, you know what? The bed was a race car bed. It wasn't just a regular bed. It was a race car bed. So pretty fucking funny. I liked that. I clicked on the video outside of incognito so I could leave a comment telling him how much I liked his background, because I thought it was really fucking funny. But you know, he's a new tuber. He's only been doing it for about 3 months. He definitely needs to work on his behind the camera or behind the microphone skills, because Mans was quiet. Using his green screen as a dream board. Yeah, pretty much made the best bedroom that one could have. I'm gonna play American Truck Simulator, and god damn it, y'all better give me something to talk about, because if not, I'm just gonna complain about YouTube. And I don't think anyone wants to sit here for the next 3 hours while I bitch about YouTube. Or maybe you do. I don't fucking know. You guys are weird. Too far away. Camera's too far away. Share your thoughts on magic systems and world building. You know what? I'm gonna talk about this because I literally just watched it. I'm gonna be I just watched this and I want to talk about it, Andy. I just finished Arcane, watched it with Sean, and while I think they need to in continuous seasons go into further detail about like how the fuck magic works in that world, I gotta say I loved the like constant plot point of like magic versus science in Arcane. I thought it was incredible. I really liked it. Heimerdinger versus Jace, progress versus safety. I thought it was really cool. I think if there's going to be magic in a world, there needs to be somewhere written in its story something about how the existence of magic affects society. And I know I just said society. I'm having a little bit of a Joker moment today anyway with this whole YouTube crap. But you know, like an example I can think of really easily is Elden Ring. You know, like Elden Ring canonically, like magic was originally like a taboo thing, but was eventually made to be so prevalent that nobles would go to Raya Lucaria and learn magic just so they could say they know how to do it. They would learn Glintstone Pebble too. They would learn the most basic spell and they'd be like, all right, that's enough for my education. I just want to do this one fancy trick. And I think that's really interesting. All right, gotta find my ass a job. and hopefully not fuck up said job. I also need gas and sleep. Why didn't I sleep? Oh, magic spawning truck. I'd be pretty happy if I could shoot mind bullets. Didn't I talk about this in a different stream? I was like, you know, if magic was a real thing in the real world, I don't care how hard it would be to learn. Your boy would be learning that shit without a fucking doubt in my mind. Does not matter to me how long it takes to learn magic. I'm doing it. I wouldn't become a doctor. I wouldn't become a teacher. Both of those things take way too goddamn long. But if you told me, hey, magic exists, but you need like 10 years minimum to be able to grasp the basics of it, I'm all there. I'll go into student loan debt. I don't give a shit. Healer sounds really rewarding. I would become a fucking battle mage. You know, every time I play an RPG, I build some kind of battle mage class. Do you think that's a coincidence? No. It's because I think battle mages are probably the coolest possible thing that a person could be. You get to be a badass swordsman and shoot magic at people? I'm all there, baby. I'm all there. Luck manipulation. That's an interesting one. Interesting idea. It's very violently raining today, isn't it? I love it. I don't know if I've mentioned it in a while, but this game, you can go into the settings and change how likely it is to rain. The default is like 7%, something real pathetic like that. I set mine to 50. There's a 50% chance that it'll rain at any given time in this game. Because I was like, I don't want it to be raining all the time. It would get tiring. You know, it has to be at least a little bit of a novelty. But I do want it to be raining kind of a lot. In Stalker, I have my setting for rain at max. You can change that in Stalker. I've never played Stalker. Everyone says it's good, but I think I have one of them on my Steam wish list, maybe. It's a mod called Anomaly. Wait, so there isn't rain by default? You just cheated it in, you cheating hacker cheater? You know what I think and this is not really like specific to magic. It's kind of just like special abilities in a story as a whole. You have to do kind of two things with it. I mean, there's a lot of things you have to do with it, but two things that I think are really important. Number one is to make sure that it doesn't look the same for everybody, but, and this is important, but there has to be a reason that it looks different for everybody. So like stands from JoJo are a great example. Every stand operates differently, even though they're you know, from the same base power. But the reason they operate differently is because it's a manifestation of your mental energy, and everybody thinks and acts differently, so they get different powers from it. Stalker has rain, obviously, but that mod gives you a lot of control of the game. Oh, I see. But then you look at something like Black Clover, and yeah, there's a reason for everybody to have different magic in Black Clover. It's because every grimoire has different magic, and everyone gets a different grimoire. But that's kind of a pretty shit explanation. It's basically like, yeah, you just get a random power, dude. I don't know. Ooh, this is a good job. That takes us all the way through Wyoming and Colorado. Yeah, I like that one. We'll take that one. That's a good job. But then, you know, the other thing that I think is important, and this is something that a lot of shonen manga, my magic is I could pull an M16 out of this book. I mean, that's what Astas is. Astas is there's a sword in this book, and it has anti-magic. I don't have anti-magic. The sword does. The other thing, and this is something that shonen manga and just action titles in general seem to fuck up a lot. I think like those magic or special abilities cannot be limited to battle situations. You know, your special power, in my opinion, should be useful outside of battle. And that's something I love about One Piece. Because all of the devil fruits in One Piece are unique. There's only one of every kind. They all have their own unique power. And every character in One Piece uses their power constantly. Not just when they're in battle. Luffy doesn't just stretch when he's attacking people. He stretches to reach food faster. He stretches to move around faster. Robin, you know, Robin in One Piece. Robin's ability, she can sprout her limbs wherever she wants. She uses that to just grab things that are far away that she doesn't want to walk over to. You know, like, and that's the thing too. That's where the inspiration for those powers came from a lot of the time. Oda has talked about how the inspiration for Luffy's stretching is that he thought it'd be really nice if he could reach the remote easier. He stretches to suck his own. No, but that's real though. Oda does question corners in his volumes, and people asked him if Luffy's dick can stretch, and he didn't fucking mince words about it. He was like, yes, it can. Yes, it absolutely can. I love that, man. I love how honest he is about questions related to penises. Marco is another great example. Marco in One Piece. Marco has a mythical Zoan that allows him to turn into a phoenix. And that's a great ability for combat because he basically doesn't take damage. If he does take damage, it instantly regenerates because he's a phoenix. But what we didn't know for a long time and what got revealed a few years back was that Marco was also the doctor for his ship. Part of his power allows him to transfer that regenerative power to others. So he's also a doctor, and he just uses his power to help people heal. It's fucking awesome. That's great. Now is the Monkey D uncut? Yeah, who knows, bro? So that's kind of a big. That's how I feel about special abilities in those kind of stories. Like, if there's gonna be a special ability in some world, yeah, there's a chance it's only useful in combat. But is that really that realistic? You know, if there's gonna be some, like, anomalous supernatural power in a world, why would it be limited to battle situations? I guess an example of one that works with that I can think of would be, like, Bleach. But that makes sense because, you know, their swords are transforming. That's coming from their swords. That's not coming from them. So it makes sense that that's limited to combat situations. Hey, what's up, Jesse? You showed up at the perfect time. What am I hauling anyway? I didn't even see. I didn't even look what was in this truck. Kita can be used outside of battle. Fireworks. No, but it does have... They have healing too, right? That's a thing? There's healing keto. Pretty sure that's a thing. It's definitely like as much as I love Jujutsu Kaisen, that's one big issue I have with it. All of their special sorcerer powers are 100% limited to combat situations. They have no use outside of battle. Some do, I guess. But most characters don't. And even then, and this is another thing I have with special abilities and or magic. Magic, it's a little more forgivable because you can have like the mana argument, but I don't love the idea of those powers being limited in any way. Because I think it's a really easy way to like write tension rather than like actually writing something suspenseful. You can just have a character be like, oh no, I'm running out of my power that has no real limit that is discernible at all. My monitor might be a little bit in the camera right now. Hang on, I have to check. Oh no, I'm seeing the lights down here. That's what I'm seeing. Limits need to be as creative as the power themselves. Valencian magic, what's in DNC goes into a lot of depth with it. That's like exactly, but that exactly like if there's going to be limits, your reader, your audience needs to have a concrete understanding of where that limit comes from, and they need to be able to like understand intuitively without being told when a character is reaching their limits. That's how I feel about it. You know, going back to One Piece, something I love about the Devil Fruits is, again, like, Luffy's not limited to, like, oh, my Devil Fruit power is running out. He can use his power constantly. It's a part of him. It doesn't just stop working at any point. You know, Luffy stops stretching when he stops moving. The same way, it's the same way his arm stops moving when he stops moving. Which is why I do have a bit of a problem with Haki in One Piece. Haki is a power in One Piece. There's 3 different kinds: observation, armament, and conquerors. And armament especially, like, it lets you harden your body. And especially it's useful when fighting Devil Fruit users because it allows you to grasp their true form. So if you're fighting a Devil Fruit user whose ability is that they turn into smoke, you can stop them from turning into smoke using Haki, right? But there is a little bit of an ambiguous limit on that, where Luffy's like, where it'll just be like, oh, my Haki's running out. Come on, Oda, you know better. You know better than that. But it's one of those things that never really matters at all, so. It's really gonna suck for the Straw Hats when it's the pretzel arc. The pretzel? What do you mean? And I'm trying to think of other examples of ones that I dislike. Demon Slayer. Let's shit on Demon Slayer again. When Luffy gets pretzeled, the flexible. Oh, I see. When he ties himself up, he's done that though. He already has. Demon Slayer. Time to shit on Demon Slayer again. The fucking the breathing thing. You're really gonna tell me that in this world there's a magical power where if you breathe a certain way, you gain the ability to summon water, and that's only used for fighting demons? Okay, sure, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, this asshole. It's just a JoJo reference. Goddamn way stations. This is the way station I tried to go to last time. That's for some reason really far off the highway, and I hate it. Come on, hurry up, you slow fuck. I know the speed limit says 10, but does anybody actually follow that shit? This is shockingly similar to something I already dealt with this morning. I feel like this guy's gonna cut me off, but I'm still gonna do this. As I was coming into my apartment, some asshole was on the road outside going like 15 miles an hour, as if he was in a parking lot. He wasn't in a parking lot. He was just on the street outside my apartment complex. There's no reason for him to be going so goddamn slow. And this guy can't stay in the fucking lines, can ya? All right, fucker, I'll get behind you. I think Am I turning here? No. No, no, no. The next one. Meanwhile, everyone else around me is just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Driving like this. Oh my god, I hate you! Why are you driving so slow? I don't give a shit if it's a parking lot. There's no one here. There's no humans who are gonna get in your path, bro. Just go. If you ever stream Stalker, you gotta let me know. You say that as if you wouldn't already be here, Bill. You've missed like 3 streams in the last 4 months. I have I'm having a lot. It's been really frustrating at work recently because, as you guys know, I'm an order writer, so it's my job to fill out orders and put stuff away, basically. Within that, I have a budget that I work with every week. That budget fluctuates depending on what our actual sales are, and I work a lot with shrink, which refers to like stuff that gets written off. Like, if a fucking cake goes out of date, that becomes shrink. So in both of the departments I work for, our budget has consistently been missed recently, and our shrink has been really high. And us missing budget is not my fault. It's because our shrink is so high that I'm missing budget, because we're overproducing. We're not selling the stuff that we're making. It gets shrunk out, and I'm buying stuff that we're throwing away. And it hasn't really mattered for a while, because we were trying to figure out, like, what's the upper limit of what we can sell. But recently, like, the regional guys have been cracking down on us more, so all week I've been really careful about keeping my budget in check. Now, if it were just me doing all the buying, this wouldn't be an issue, because I'm very good at what I do. I'm very good at keeping within budget when I need to. But the problem is, on the weekends, I have a backup buyer who does buying for me, and he's a good guy. He's fine. He does an okay job, but you know, he doesn't do it every day the way that I do. I'm better at it, to put it in plain terms. He also, because he's not like the buyer, he does not pay attention to like budget or shrink when he does purchasing. He just kind of buys what we need, and that's fine for the most part. The problem is that he buys on the weekend, which is at the end of the budget week, right? So if my budget's already pretty low and he overbuys during the weekend, then our budget's gone. And then at the same time, he orders the first order that comes in on Monday. So if he over-orders on Monday, then I'm playing catch-up for the rest of the week. So I was talking to him today, and I was talking to him about how we need to, we're trying to get our budget under control, and he needs to be really careful about overbuying. Maybe just budget better SMH. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm talking about, this story, Jared. So thank you for that. I am. So I was talking to him, and I was like, you need to be like really frugal this weekend. Like, if we don't need to buy it, don't buy it. And I told him, like, there's one order that he'll have, like the one big order he has coming over the weekend. I told him, you need to limit this order to no more than $1,500. And I know that's going to be hard, because that order can very easily go over $2,000, but I need you to limit it to just $1,500. And I can tell he was a bit uncomfortable with that. And he asked me later, he was like, what if the cooks asked me for something, but you told me not to buy it? He was like, do I tell them I can't, or do I lie to them? And I like kind of chuckled at that, and I was like, you don't need to lie to them. I was like, just be straight with them. Tell them, tell them our budget's a bit light right now, so you're being really careful with it. And I told them, take it into account, try to order what they need, because they know better than me what they need. But if you can't do it, don't do it. I just thought that was really funny that he was like, should I lie to them? Should I tell them I'm going to order it and just not do it? And I was like, you can throw me under the bus if you want. I don't care. Tell them I told you not to buy it. You know, they could talk to me about it on Monday and I'll explain the whole story. I don't care. Should I deceive for the team? Should I deceive for the budget? No, but like the example he brought up in particular was tomatillos. Tomatillos are something that I buy a lot of because we cook a lot of chicken chili verde, or verde chicken. But for the past like 2 weeks, the only tomatillos that I've been able to buy are organic tomatillos, not conventional. And organic tomatillos are like twice as expensive as conventional ones. So I just haven't been buying them because like it's too pricey, and I'm trying to keep the budget under control. So I told them, you know, just tell them, you know, we can't order them right now because only organic are available. If you need them, you're gonna have to transfer them. But it was an interesting conversation. It's interesting, like the misconceptions that certain people on my team have about what my job is. Like I know for example, like some of the cooks that I work with, like they seem to think that my only job is to keep things in stock. So I know they think I suck at my job because things go out of stock. But what they need to understand is that my job is to keep things in stock first and keep our budget in check second. So if taking a bet, if taking a chance and not buying something that I don't think we need is going to save our budget, then I'm not going to buy it. And I know that annoys them, but you know, that's my job. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Look at me. But goddamn, I am ready to be done with my job currently. Unfortunately, no one will call me about my video editor applications because I have no practical experience. So that's awesome. And is doing great for my self-esteem. It's impossible to always be on target for those sorts of things. And that's the thing I tell them too. Like, I try to explain it as best I can. Like, things are gonna go out of stock. It happens. It's not the end of the world if you can't make something. And they're always like freaking out about it, right? Like, they're always getting so high strung about it. And it's like, it's okay. No one's blaming you. You're not gonna get in trouble if you don't make more chicken verde. You can only make what you can make. It's fine. That's how I feel applying for jobs right now as well. Applying for jobs and not getting interviews is extremely disheartening. It's a very bad feeling. Chefs and line cooks, in my experience, are a very high strung or drunk lot. But it's so strange because like we work for like this company that like it's not like a restaurant, right? Like, we're not serving customers directly. We just put stuff out and people buy it. They're not ordering things. People aren't ordering things from us. It's not the end of the world if you can't make something. It's fine. But yeah, it's funny because it's one of those things where I know certain people on my team think I'm bad at my job, but in reality, I'm really good at my job, specifically because of the things that they get annoyed at me for. My ass got humbled when I was hunting for sure. It's one of those things, it's hard too, because like I knew it was going to be hard for me, but it still doesn't feel good. Like I see all these jobs and I'm like, oh man, that would be a great job. I would love to do that. And then I never get any kind of I never get anything back from them. I think I need to write a better cover letter. My cover letter right now is really short and sweet, but like I think I need to expand it and be like, I understand I am lacking proper experience. You need to understand I've actually done this stuff more than most people you're going to talk to. Maybe not use those words exactly, but you know what I mean. Like I need to address my lack of experience in my cover letter instead of not addressing it. That'll probably help. I'm vehemently against cover letters. Why is that? I don't love them. I hate doing them. But I just kind of copy and paste the same one over and over. I think it's a good tool when you aren't meeting people face to face like you used to. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna send a cover letter if they're not asking for one, but if they ask for a cover letter, I'm gonna write them a good one, you know? But, you know, you can only glean so much from looking at someone's resume without talking to them face to face. The cover letter can supplement them looking at my resume and saying, don't waste my time, I feel. My lights aren't on. Yes, they are, actually. It's just very dark. Or foggy, probably. I submit a blank page if a cover letter is required. That seems like a good way to not get a call back. I have no experience, but I have a degree and it's really draining. That's the thing, man. They taught us when we were kids that, like, having a degree is a surefire way to get a job, but they're always going to go with the person who has more experience, even if their degree is less impressive. Why are you driving so slow? You're on a highway. Speed limit's 80, not 65. I'm a truck. If a truck is passing you on the highway, you are going too slow. So let's see, this job has I have 11 hours of drive time left. I'm gonna need to sleep at some point. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time in the total job to get sleeping done. I'm a strong believer that resume should only be one page and be incredibly readable, above even listing all relevant experience or questions. Oh yeah, well, if you're putting every job you've ever worked on a resume, you're doing something wrong, to say the least. But, you know, we're in a situation here, Bill, where, again, like, my resume is not that impressive, but my actual skill is. So if you're someone working in the video industry looking at my shit and you only see my resume, you're kind of going to miss out on a potentially really good what's the word for somebody who is applying for a job? Start with a C, I think. I'm blanking on this word. Maybe this is why I can't get a job. Unironically, I workshop people's resume. I workshop people's resumes if you want. Candidate. Thank you, Jared. Maybe, Bill. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard because I'm used to, like, this is the most frustrating thing about, like, me and my work, right? Like, working in retail since I was 18, I've always been really good at retail. And I know that, like, retail is not looked at as, like, one of those, like, super hard jobs. And it's not hard to do. But it is hard to be good at. And I am really good at retail. So, you know, it's this sucky feeling where, like, no matter what I try to do in my retail career, I achieve it, no matter what my goals are. But then when it comes to, like, YouTube or trying to get a job as a video editor, it's so fucking hard. I can't get, it takes all of my effort to get anywhere. It's irritating. It's like, I wish I could transfer how well I'm doing in retail to something else. It's hard to make that jump. It's not even like it's not even about like jumping fields. That's not like, that's not really what I'm referring to. But like, even when it comes to like working retail versus working YouTube, it's like this strange dichotomy where, like, no matter what I do in retail, I do well. But then with YouTube, it took me years to find anything that worked. And then YouTube pulled the rug out from under me and said, nope, it's not ad suitable, asshole. Oh yeah, you didn't see that, Jess? My Chainsaw Man video isn't ad suitable. And even though for years, YouTube has continuously claimed that ad suitability and whether or not your video is going to get pushed by the algorithm mean nothing. They're not related. As soon as my video got hit with restricted ads, my views dropped, and they dropped fast. So don't you fucking claim that it's not related, YouTube. I know you're lying. Yeah, guys, we're not here to talk about this today. Someone distract me. Give me something else to talk about. Give me something to talk about that isn't like me failing in life. Mean to set you off again? It's okay. I'm desperately trying to get distracted by anything today because I'm so frustrated about it. Did my first stream back today? Did you did? I didn't see you go live, but at the same time I tend to just swipe away Twitch notifications without reading them because I follow a lot of streamers that I don't actually watch, so oops. What is the most creative use of battle power outside of battle you've seen? Like going back to what we were talking about earlier, like a power that's used in battle being used outside of battle. That is 100% fair. I'll keep a better eye out, Jared. I'm sorry. I ate a burger for dinner. Ooh, what kind of burger did you get? That's a good question, Bill. Let me think about that. Fuck. This asshole. The station wagon. What are you, the goddamn, what the fuck is it called? Christmas Vacation? What is that family called? My brain's being like, oh, you can't remember shit today. What are you called? Chevy Chase? What was it called? Griswold? No, not the family name. There was what was like the subtext of the movie. It's not like just Christmas Vacation. It's dun 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 Christmas Vacation. What's it called? I can't fucking remember. Running off the road yelling about a fictional family. I'm just recreating the scene where he drove underneath the semi-truck in Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon! That's it, thank you! I'm glad you guys are here to think for me. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's the National Lampoon family right there. Assholes. Highlight usage offense. Do I not have a... Oopsie. Sorry, officer. Didn't I check like 4 times that I had my headlights on? How did I manage to turn them off? Still thinking about your question, Bill. Bill. Build these nuts. Oh, fucking. You know what? I don't know if it counts. But Frankie from One Piece, my favorite character, my beloved boy, my husband.
These nuts.
Frankie from One Piece, he's a shipwright. He built the Straw Hat ships. He maintains it. He's a cyborg. He built his own body. He doesn't really have a special power. No, I guess it doesn't count because it's not a special power. He's just a carpenter. I'm going to talk about it anyway. There's this great bit in Thriller Bark where, which is an arc in One Piece, where a bridge gets destroyed. And this is like right after Frankie joined the crew, and everyone else is like, "Oh man, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna cross this? They just destroyed the bridge." And like one panel later, Frankie has an entire new bridge built and is working on detailing. And it is like my favorite bit in all of One Piece. It's so fucking funny. In literally the span of like a single page, he built a brand new bridge. It's like, okay, I guess the broken bridge isn't a problem now because Frankie's here. Love that, man. So, it's not a special power, but it is his combat power. One frame mandate, yeah, basically. Frankie speedruns building shit. I don't know. All I can think of are legitimately just One Piece examples. Probably because One Piece does it the best, where it just makes they just make their powers feel like part of themselves, rather than like some special thing that they have to activate and use. My Hero Academia, that's another one. My Hero Academia is like sort of okay about it, where like sometimes the powers are useful outside of battle, but a lot of them really aren't. Like, you know, the main character, Midoriya, like his power is that he gets stronger. That's not really useful unless you're like moving. All right, let's find a workaround to this. We're on a highway here. We have a couple different directions to go. That's going to loop around that way, which could allow me to turn around and get back on the highway, but I don't know how far off this road is blocked. How much of a detour would it be? Oh, it would be a huge detour if I went this way. No, not really. It's kind of just doing a different thing. Like if we just cross across this way and then went all the way down. Oh, but this is not a main road. Which means it might be one of those roads that trucks aren't allowed on. I'm gonna try it. How much time do I have left on this job? I need to sleep at some point. 31 hours? Don't they have like 9 hours left of driving? I can sleep at any time. God damn, they gave me a lot of time for this job. I struggle to get into it because the world is completely normal despite folks having some wacky they can do. Also, if I sneeze and some ends exploded or some shit, how the fuck does that work legally, given that you can't use certain powers without training? That's actually a major plot point of My Hero Academia, is that for the most part, outside of being a hero, quirk usage is like outlawed in public spaces. And a big motivation for a lot of the villains, not like the main villain, but a big motivation for a lot of villains is like destroying that law because people should be allowed to use their powers or whatever. But yeah, I totally get that. I've definitely been disillusioned by My Hero Academia. I used to like count it as like one of my favorites, but as I've become more intelligent to analyzing narratives, and as I've read more stories, I've really come to see it as just like, oh, this is just another shonen. I need to merge over, but this asshole is like, what are you doing? Like, stopping, bro. I mean, I appreciate it, but you should have passed me. What is a series you loved but has lost all luster with time? My Hero Academia. I think it's pretty shit at this point. You know, it's one of those things where I just kind of read it at a time when I hadn't read a ton of other shonen. I mean, I'd read One Piece and Bleach and Dragon Ball, but like, you know, I wasn't looking for something interesting at the time, but I just really liked it. I liked Midoriya. I liked his go get him attitude. Something I liked about My Hero Academia that I have since changed tune on and considered to be a major problem with My Hero Academia is its focus on side characters. Because for a long time, it was like every arc, there was a certain side character that would like get a share of the spotlight next to Midoriya. So like during the Overhaul arc, Kirishima, who was like my favorite character, got to be like a major character who had like a character arc and development and all that. But the problem is, My Hero Academia has a chronic issue where when a character goes through development, they're just done developing. They have like one major character flaw that they need to fix, and then they're just done. And then they get pushed to the fucking background, never to be deemed useful again. Like Ida, one of Midoriya's friends, has a really decent character development arc where like he kind of loses sight of what it means to be a hero and relearns it. And then that lesson is learned, and he's like, there's basically a meme in the community about how fucking unimportant he is now. Like, what do authors not understand that humans and characters especially don't develop one time and are just good? Speeding violation. The speed limit just changed, bro. I looked down 2 seconds ago and it was 65. Asshole. It wasn't even a speed trap. He was on the road. He probably wasn't going 50 either. Yeah, I don't know, that, like, it's one of those things I talked about in my video on Berserk. One of the things I love about Berserk is that Guts is constantly developing as a character and constantly changing. Guts is extremely dynamic, and there's always like some part of himself that he's working towards changing. But then you've got Gaara in Naruto. And Gaara's like, oh man, I'm an edgy, angry, evil man. Oh, Naruto, you want to be friends with me? I guess I'm a good guy now. Let me fade into the background to never do anything important or interesting ever again. Bye. How fucking terrible of a writer do you have to be to just do that? Oh, the Frieza the Black Frieza shit just kills me. Black Frieza. Who looked over that raw or that layout and thought Black Frieza was a great idea for a power-up? Hey everybody, I'm Black Frieza. I'm stronger now because I'm black. So fucking stupid. I mean, I've talked about how stupid I think Dragon Ball's power-ups are enough. Like, Dragon Ball power-ups are the worst because it's just like, oh, my hair color changed. I am stronger now. Nothing about my technique has changed. Nothing about my fighting style has changed. Nothing about me as a character has changed. I just have a new upper limit that is completely ambiguous. Fuck you. Fuck you. How goddamn lazy. My truck is desperately trying to slow down to 35. It can't get below 38 for some reason. I'm actually going slightly downhill. This must be why I wasn't supposed to go on this road, because the speed limit is 35. Oh yeah, it's like slightly downhill. What is a series you've been hesitant to get into? I don't think I have one like that. Oh, yeah, I guess Naruto. You know, I always kind of wanted to read Naruto just so I could, like, have that experience of, like, oh, I've read all of the quote-unquote big three shonen, Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. But I never liked Naruto. I really struggled to get past the beginning of it, and then I finally did it, and I was so disappointed. Am I getting off right here? Yeah. Bit hard to tell. These roads are like parallel. But if you're talking about like right now, I can't think of anything. I have a laundry list of series that I want to get into. None of them are like things I'm hesitant about getting into. I just haven't gotten to it. If Arcane counts, then I was definitely hesitant to get into Arcane. I didn't really want to watch Arcane. Basically, the agreement between me and my friend was like, I'm making him watch Vinland Saga, so he gets to make me watch Arcane. I knew people said Arcane was good, and I knew that just because it's a League of Legends IP doesn't mean that it's going to be as shit as League of Legends. But I was still like, you know, I hate League of Legends. Why would I be interested in Arcane? And the unfortunate reality is I think that's holding back Arcane, because Arcane is really fucking good and League of Legends is really fucking shit. So, Arcane has no right to be that good, and I was mad. Yeah, that's valid. That's kind of how I feel. I'm like, damn it. I'm mad I was proven wrong. The League story is really cool. Too bad the game is horrid. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I believe you. I believe you. What's the one you're most excited for? I really want to read Vagabond, because a lot of people put Vagabond on the same level as, like, Berserk. You know, I was hoping to sleep at some point, but I don't know if I'm going to see a rest stop for a while, so I guess we're just slowly navigating these mountain paths on 5-hour energy. Which is... There's no chance that I could, like, fall asleep at the wheel and crash into something. That is a mechanic, by the way, just in case you see that happen. If you get tired enough, the screen will go black and you'll lose control of the truck for a second while your character, like, nods off. So since I seem to be driving through mountains, I'm not hyped about that. How tired am I? Very. And low on gas. That's epic. But yeah, I think legitimately, like, Arcane being tied to League of Legends is holding back its potential for success. And I say that knowing it's been very successful. I think it could be a lot more successful if it wasn't a League of Legends IP. Made me pay attention to it, but purposely avoid it like a double-edged sword. Exactly, like, I heard people hyping up Arcane, and especially, like, I heard people saying that the animation was amazing, and that's, like, a really easy way to get me into something, because I love good animation. I want to make a video that's titled, Animators Are Fucking Insane. Maybe not fucking, because YouTube's pissed at me right now, but animators are insane. That's the video I want to make, and it'll just be me talking about how cool animation is, right? I love good animation. So that alone should be a reason for me to watch it. But the fact that it was League of Legends was like... How long do I have until I get even close to a rest stop? It's gonna be a while. Ooh. Oh my god, why are these fucking waypoints so hard to remove? I hate you. It's gonna be a while. Any messages or themes that you think are underexplored media? One thing that I love about Vinland Saga, and I'm thinking about making a video comparing and contrasting Vinland Saga and Invincible. And the reason for that, Vinland Saga explores a theme of breaking the cycle of violence, right? Like, in the beginning of Vinland Saga, it's a very, like, seinen or shonen story where, like, the main character is this badass, super strong guy. But as the story progresses, he learns more and more that not only does he detest violence, but violence doesn't solve anything. And so Thorfinn's story and Vinland Saga's story is about him breaking free of that cycle of violence and choosing a different path. Even when it's way harder for him. Even when trying to talk it out with words is way harder for him, he does it anyway because he thinks it's right. And I want to compare and contrast that with Invincible, because Invincible carries a similar theme, but executes it very differently. Mark Grayson in Invincible definitely spends a lot of time lamenting on how, you know, violence hasn't solved anything for him, and he does go on this path of, like, preferring nonviolence and trying to, like, talk things out. But ultimately, like, the final conflict still gets resolved as a fight and as a war. And I think that's a major cop-out. Even knowing, like, and I recognize, like, the enemy he was against was not a reasonable one. But I think it's a major cop-out that they went that route anyway. So, That's a theme that I really like that I don't see explored a lot, is just that idea of ending the cycle of violence rather than contributing to it. It's one that's, I feel like, talked about a lot. But it almost always, like Invincible, ends up being, well, violence is easier, so let's just write it that way instead. We'll just have the character be really pissed that they have to choose violence, but they'll still choose violence anyway, instead of sticking to their guns and finding a non-violent way to solve their problems. What are some important considerations for villains in a story? I don't know. There's a million ways to write a villain. You know, you can have just the classic bad guy who is just evil. Or you can have, like, the bad guy who is understandable and who, at times, does not come across as the villain. And personally, like, I have a preference, but I don't think either one is superior. I definitely think it depends on how you handle it. One of the villains that I really like in One Piece, who I think, unfortunately, landed in a pretty, like, uninteresting arc, is Hody Jones from One Piece. Hody Jones is a fishman, and in One Piece, fishmen are fish-human hybrids who are very oppressed in the world of One Piece. Very oppressed. They're enslaved. They're not allowed to, like, live above land or above water. They're hated by the masses. And so Hody Jones is a villain of the Fishman Island arc, who's kind of a product of that hatred. He, in turn, hates and wants to destroy humans. And one of the things that I think is interesting about Hody Jones is that, like, one question he gets asked during his arc by one of the characters is, like, what did the humans ever do to you? And his answer is nothing. The humans have done nothing to him. He is a product of hatred, fueled by that hatred, and he has no motivation. He just wants to destroy. And I think he's a really interesting villain regardless of his lack of, like, proper motivation. Specifically because he represents, like, a societal problem incarnate. You know, he saw how people treated fishmen and he became exactly what they hated. That doesn't solve anything, but that's not his goal. His goal is revenge. His goal is to get back. He doesn't even care about hurting other fishmen. He just wants to hurt humans. So I think he's interesting for that. But then at the same time, you know, there are plenty of villains that I can sympathize with and understand their motivations, and they're extremely interesting as well. It's almost more interesting when we have those stories where, even for a brief period, the protagonist and antagonist end up working together on a common goal because the antagonist is not ultimately an evil person, but they still end up fighting because they just don't agree on some things. There's no police around to see that I'm not sleeping. I'm going to a sleeping place right here, right now. You had to charge me $200 for that? Seriously? Me and my $300,000 have a real issue with that. Law enforcement. Put up the gif from Zombieland of the guy crying into wads of money. That's me right now. Yeah, it's basically society the villain. But I think the motivations of One Piece villains, there's a whole broad range of them. There are, seriously, I'm right here. I'm going to sleep. I'm doing it. Can you fucking not? A character who has really interesting motivation in One Piece is Doflamingo, who is one of the major villains who was kind of built up for a number of years. Doflamingo is an interesting one because and this is major One Piece spoilers, so, maybe don't listen if you're planning to read that at some point. Doflamingo used to be a Tenryubito. And a Tenryubito is in English, celestial dragon is how they translate it. They are descendants of the people who formed the world government, which is a massive government that most of the world is a part of in One Piece. And the Tenryubito are basically treated like gods. The Marines and the world government basically exist to protect their interests, even at the cost of human life. When they come down from where they live, a very important location in the world of One Piece, they literally wear bubbles on their heads. So they don't have to breathe the same air as humans. And Doflamingo, as a child, was a Tenryubito. But his father, who was a very sympathetic man, chose to, give up that status and go down to the world of humans and become a human. And, their family was shunned by other Tenryubito, which was, bad in its own right. But more than anything, they were seriously shunned when the people of the world found out, they were chased and hunted down. Because the people of the world are basically like slaves to the Tenryubito. And they have to pay, they have to pay taxes essentially just to keep them in their castles and happy and comfortable. And they're so unbelievably rich, but people start to pay unreasonable amounts to them, and it leads to like countries that are poor and countries that are screwed essentially. So they were hunted down. His family was hunted down for being the descendants of Tenryubito, even though they chose to leave that kind of world. So Doflamingo is basically like this crazy, evil guy who wants his goal is to destroy. He wants to destroy the Tenryubito. He wants to destroy the humans. He wants to destroy everything. Because he was persecuted by everybody. He was persecuted by regular humans, and he was persecuted by the Tenryubito. And it's interesting because in a lot of ways he's a lot like Hody Jones. He's a product of society, but Hody Jones had nothing happen to him. Doflamingo's backstory is legitimately fucked up. But instead of coming out of that wanting to make the world a better place, he came out of it wanting to destroy the world. So he's a very sympathetic villain in that, like, it's like, I get it. I get where this hatred comes from. And then you have a character like Kaido. And Kaido is like another like major villain, quote unquote, in One Piece. But Kaido kind of just likes to fight. He definitely does bad things. He subjugates an entire country. He treats people, he enslaves people and treats them terribly, but when it comes to like battling with Luffy, he's just looking for a good fight. He doesn't even care if he wins or loses. He's just looking for someone to challenge him properly. And I really enjoy him for that, because like towards the end of their fight, neither Luffy nor Kaido's motivations really matter at all. They're both kind of just trying to win. Don't mind that I almost crashed into this tree and truck. One Piece has a lot of like varieties of character motivations that I think are interesting. And the thing that all three of those characters have in common, all of them enslaved people. Slavery is a very recurring theme in One Piece. Keep moving, fucker! I'm gonna rear end your ass! This area is nice and pretty. A lot of nice green trees and rolling hills. And what's up, Alyssa? Thanks for the raid of 5 human beings that are definitely real and not AI generated to be a part of your chat. That was rude that you called me that, Alyssa. I don't appreciate that at all. What's up, Alyssa's chat? We're here. We're playing American Truck Simulator. I'm trucking in America. I think I'm in Colorado right now. Not entirely certain. It's either Colorado or Wyoming, and Wyoming's super flat, so flip the truck. Enough with that. We're not doing that again. You got your flipped truck. This time we're doing jobs and we're doing them well. I watched a video on Ray William Johnson today. And by watched, I mean I listened to it while I was at work. He was always an interesting character. Did anybody actually watch Ray William Johnson back when he was big? Even when I was a kid, I hated his content. The fucking like ADHD way that he edited his videos drove me crazy. You know that thing he does where he like talks for a little bit and then he'll like change positions and change positions again, and then he always had like the cube transition where it'd like flip on a cube, but it would transition from like the same set to like the same set, and I fucking hated that even as a kid. My like non-trained editor instincts were like, I fucking hate this. I saw some videos, like I remember his background but not the topics. He just stole other people's videos and reacted to it. He was like the first React Andy YouTuber. I wish I was a React Andy YouTuber. I wish I could make money just by sitting down and being like, huh, that's funny, on a Captain Mac video or something like that. Nothing like stealing content. Stealing content really goes way back on YouTube, doesn't it? All the way back to Ray William. All the way back to Ray W. You could just do better, dumbass. That's really rude. Did you hit 200 followers yet? Or you still cringy pre-200 baby? Ray W. Bush. No? You didn't do it? Well, if anyone on here isn't already following Alyssa, do it. Or I'll fucking stab your mom. I'll impregnate your mom and give her a child she wants. Someone I played Phasmo with followed me today, though. That was wild. AGG. I remember back when I played Apex with Sean, I had a few people who thought me and his commentary was really funny and ended up following my Twitch. We would always, when we played Apex together, we would always just fuck with people. We would like try to get them involved in conversations, and if they didn't get involved in conversations, we would just constantly harass them. Man, those were good times. I wish I'd be down to do some Apex streams again. Those were fun streams back in the day. I hadn't played with them in like 5 months, and I came up in his recommendation. Oh, that's kind of cool. You're a menace. No, it was funny. It was like playful harassment, you know? And that's what I tell HR too. We'd usually, like, we'd take something from their name, and we would just come up with some improv shit based on their name, like if they had a weird name. Let's do a laundry thing. It's funny, I didn't think you wore clothes. I feel like this guy's going slightly below the speed limit. He is fucking doing it. Oh, that's because the speed limit was going down. I don't like being behind this man. I want to shoot him with my American gun out of my American pocket. And by American pocket, I of course mean a leather holster. Because that's analogous to pockets here. Oh my god. The speed keeps going down. Fast food. It sure is. So fast, they forgot to market themselves in an interesting way. Oh, I do believe I'll go. I probably took this turn a bit wide. If there was someone waiting there, they would have gotten hit. But whatever, I'm a trucker. I took up the entire road. I have important things to deliver. What am I delivering? Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Can't remember. Something stupid. Road work ahead. Left lane closed. I just smacked the shit out of that sign. Not a problem. Uh-oh. Might be a problem. I'm sure they'll figure something out. Or they'll completely block me. That's a possibility, too. That's an issue. All right, we're going the fun way around. Left lane closed again ahead? Well, how about left part of the woods closed ahead? Would you say that's a thing or no? Because I seem to have out. I think I just ran into a ditch. Ah, shit. How do I always do shit like this right before, like, the end goal? Don't flip the truck. Ah! There was a bus there! Fuck! I was perfect the entire fucking time! And then right before finishing the job, I put 6% damage on my stupid truck. I think off-roading almost flipped the truck. It was getting real shaky for a second there. I wonder how far out I could get while off-roading before I got killed with a gun by an American police officer. But little did that American police officer know, I also have a gun because I'm an American trucker, and I'll be damned if anyone's gonna steal my trailer. What kind of sign we got here? Oh, you want me to not go that way? Why they gotta close off so many roads around here, huh? What if your boy wants to go down there? It's a cute little tunnel. I always really like driving through tunnels in this game and in real life. It's like a fun little surprise. You never know what you're gonna pop out to on the other side. Just like being born. Can we be born to a rich family? Can we be born to an impoverished family? Gonna have some kind of defect or be perfectly healthy? You never know. Not till you pop out. Unfortunately, I was born with terminal cringe, so this is not going to be a good run, but maybe next time around I'll get a good roll. This weirdly really reminds me of a certain like Mario Kart track. There's like one Mario Kart track where you're like driving through the mountains and there's like a little overhang tunnel just like that, I swear. Except I can't drift in this game. Well, I guess I haven't tried. Who about to drift this truck, huh? Oh, the lane ended right behind this asshole! Don't brake so hard! Did I? Man, this has been a really... I somehow took two, like, major off-highway paths. This one was on the GPS, though. But still, I was worried I accidentally went off course again, thanks to how fucky the waypoints are. Luckily, that does not seem to have happened. Oh, I know they want us to go slow, but fuck, this is too slow. You're gonna put me to sleep. What do you want me to drive safely while I'm driving a several-ton vehicle through mountains? What a stupid thing to want. There's mountains. If you roll your truck off, it might fall onto a family of 5. Maybe that family of 5 should have rolled a better luck. Stout. If I want to drive 75 miles an hour through the mountains, then I'm gonna goddamn do it. The only reason I'm not is because this asshole's in front of me. Look at this. Look at this dude. Look at this dude driving all safe and shit. What a loser. What a smelly idiot. He's not even going the speed limit. He's not even going to 25. He's going slower than that. What an asshole. I hate that I'm stuck behind you because you suck. You suck a big dick, man. Bushnell? What do they even sell? Your whole truck gives off Folgers vibes. You trying to compete with Folgers? Because let me tell you, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, bro. Can't compete with that. The best part of waking up is Bushnell in your cup. That sounds horrible. That sounds awful. Tell your marketing guy he's fired. I'm now your new marketing guy. Your new marketing strategy? Cryptos. We're ditching the coffee business, bro. We're putting all we're putting all your money into Dogecoin. And we're buying a bunch of Bored Apes. You want coffee? No, you don't. I've subliminally advertised to you. Think you want coffee, but really, you want to buy Bored Apes. Oh, thank fuck. The speed limit went up. Definitely don't want to do that. No. To the moon. Okay? NFTs are going nowhere but up. You know, they think the crypto market crashed, the NFT market crashed. It's just a temporary thing. If you get in now, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's gonna go back up. Shit. I'm gonna buy that tweet, the first tweet ever, the first tweet NFT, the one that was originally sold for like a couple $1 million and has since been sold for like $4,000. I'm gonna buy that, and when it goes back up to several $1 million, you'll see what I mean. Luna's already advertising its planned September rebound. Exactly. We're gonna create Luna Coin, which I think there is already a thing, but we'll change the spelling. Luna Coin, which will be just coins of Luna's face, and we'll use it to sell NFTs of pictures of Luna. Well, that was an interesting little adventure. I really wish I wasn't stuck behind this fake coffee-ass motherfucker. Because he slows way down around every corner. It's really impeding my time. And my patience. Shit ass. Fuck. I think NFTs are interesting, especially in the context of like video games, because obviously no one wants NFTs to be added to video games, but in concept, it's not a terrible idea. In concept, that's the big picture part of this. It's in concept, it's not a terrible idea. In reality, it is. But you know, especially when it comes to like the idea of like owning like video game stuff. And especially in the context of games where you can like carry it over from one game to the next. That's not awful. The problem is the reality that the people buying those video game items aren't going to be the people playing the game. It's going to be people who have money investing in the idea of this in order to make more money. They're not actually going to play the game ever. They're just going to buy the most expensive thing. It's like what we have seen with the retro video game market and how they manipulated it in order to make retro video games a more lucrative thing to sell. That's what would happen if we made video game items NFTs. They would become inaccessible to actual gamers because people who just want to make money would buy them and sell them to each other. That's the reality. To pump up the market and then crash it. And that's I think the big picture argument that most people are missing. Like when people do defend NFTs, it's like, yeah, I get where you're coming from and what you're saying is not terrible. But that's not reality. The reality isn't that prices are going to be reasonable and you're going to get some cool items for a game you like. The reality is that some asshole's going to buy it for an exorbitant price and sell it to another asshole for an exorbitant price. And so the price goes so far up that nobody can afford to buy anything. We already see that with like CSGO knives. CSGO knives are unreasonably expensive. Nobody's buying them to buy a CSGO knife. They're buying it to resell it at a higher price. Check it out, dude. I got this factory new stat-tracked butter knife. It's literally just a silver butter knife. It's worth $10,000 because it's so cool. It has nothing to do with the fact that people just arbitrarily chose to have this one be expensive so they can make themselves more money. I'm going to sell Captain Mech NFTs. I'm going to randomly generate a bunch of locks of hair. And each lock of hair will have a unique curl profile. that will change how it looks. And then I'll sell each lock as an NFT, and it'll be worth millions and billions. Is this the Mac Hair NFT? Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. You know, if the YouTube algorithm doesn't want to push me, then I'll make my name selling hair NFTs. Who wants to buy one? Say put in your pre-orders now. This is gonna be huge. Durango, cholera. Is that where I'm at? Oh, my ass hurts. This is real trucker shit. My asshole hurts. Got pain in my butt. And meth in my system. From that pounding YouTube give you. Hey, don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the great demonetization of 2022. The Captain Mac adpocalypse. Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know about that. I ain't doing that shit. I should have done it. Should have tried. I'm a quitter. A quitter? I barely know her. Money, honey. 42K, baby. All right, let's go get some gas and some sleep, and then we'll get back on the road. This shit don't quit, and neither do I. Boys. This would actually be fucking miserable, though. Just the way that I play this game, you know, I just constantly am on a job, and then as soon as I finish a job, I go take a nap and fill up on gas, and then I get back on the road to some other destination. I would literally never stop working. Live in my truck. High on meth and gas fumes. Diesel fumes. It's actually not that far off from real life. I do appreciate that the game like recognized I was having a rough day and decided to make it rain the entire time. Now that I said that, as soon as I go to sleep here, it's gonna stop raining, isn't it? Turn the truck into the gas station so I can fuck. I wish I didn't stutter all the time so I could actually do like rhymes and shit like that. That'd be great. Come on, you fuckhead. There we go. What sponsorship are you taking up first to make up this financial pitfall? AdamandEve.com. Buy a sex toy, stick it in your butt. That'll make YouTube forgive me for sexual content. leaning into does seem like a strat. You know what? Honestly, like, it's kind of the ultimate excuse for me to start a Patreon. I was already thinking, like, it's not in the video right now, but I was thinking about, like, doing, like, this video is sponsored by me meme. And starting a Patreon, since that was already something I was thinking about doing. And, you know, my channel's got so many subscribers. Oh, so many subscribers. But I don't know. I don't want to start a Patreon and then there's like no one joins it, but I have this obligation to keep producing content for it. I don't know. Part of me would like to believe that, you know, I could get people onto Patreon much more easily than I can get them to subscribe to me on Twitch, but I don't know. Move some cars. It's good money for a nice short job. A little bit of color. Oh, but I have to drive back through that mountain I just drove through, and I kind of don't want to do that again. I think, like, the one thing I don't know is what I would actually put on my Patreon. Like, I know I could do progress updates and you're in Colorado, driving here sucks. Are you from Colorado? I mean, I don't mind driving through a mountain. I just don't want to drive through that specific mountain again because I just did it. But anyway, like yeah, for like Patreon, for like reasons to subscribe to the Patreon, I can think of like, okay, so I can do like mid-editing updates or like progress updates, and I can do like editing streams or like post-editing streams where I talk about like how I did certain things like I've talked about before. But other than that, I don't fucking know what I would do. What am I supposed to do? Q&As? If no one joins, that's like the issue I'm worried about. Like if I promise Q&As and there's only 4 people, I'm gonna get like 2 questions. It's not gonna be a very engaging Q&A, is it? I feel like I need to do research into what other people do on Patreon. I've never subscribed to a Patreon myself, so. I don't really know what a good Patreon looks like. This area is really pretty though, this town I'm in. Very cute little town. Some mountains surrounding it. Very nice, I like it. Home store, not at all referencing Home Depot, not even remotely. Don't ask us about it again. Anything I do on the platform is support the creators I like and leave them supporting chat messages. And I'd like to believe that people would just subscribe for the sake of helping me make good content, but you know, I want to give them something in return. Oh, that's a long drive. And not worth a lot of money. Wow. Big shocker. Moving pallets, empty pallets, is not worth a ton of money. This job's only worth $5,000. I ain't doing that shit. Well, I guess money's not that important to me. I have $400,000 that I'm not planning to do anything with. That's such a long drive. I'm so tempted. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care if it's worth nothing. If it's worth nothing, then I can bust up the pallet. Then I can bust up the trailer and they won't care. I mean, like, even then, like, even if I were to start a Patreon, that doesn't exactly solve my problem. Like, it makes the issue of monetization easier. But I don't care about that. My issue with getting demonetized is that YouTube blatantly and obviously completely stopped recommending my video after it happened. That's what I'm worried about, and having a Patreon doesn't solve that. I kind of feel like it's one of those things where I don't want to start a Patreon until I like need a Patreon, but at the same time having a Patreon would really help me do some cool stuff. I don't know. This is the constant back and forth I've had with myself since the idea became a little more viable. I think initially I said I would start one at like 10K subs, but now I'm at that point and I'm like, I'm still not sure. Also, wait a minute, Bill. You said you leave them supporting chat messages? How come you never leave me supporting chat messages? Why am I the only one that gets bullied? Are you on Patreon? Damn it. So what? Wait. So you're only nice to people that you pay? If you get your content for free, that's not good enough? I just got a comment about the thumbnail changing. I think I'm safe. Might rear end this person. It's okay. We don't care. It doesn't matter if we get damaged this time. When I'm in public, I can't look like I'm playing favorites, but in DMs, I can be a nice guy. You bastard. You son of a bitch. What the fuck was that? That light was green for like 20 seconds. That was an overestimate. It was like 5 seconds. Screw you. Making me wait. Haven't I been through enough today? Man, I still get weekly emails from Star Citizen. When am I going to play that game again? When am I going to turn off notifications from Star Citizen? Wonder which will happen first. Mass human spaceflight or Star Citizen? Definitely mass human spaceflight. They're actually ironing out the kinks on that. Star Citizen just keeps adding new features without fixing the base shit. Pretty big difference. There was a time when I was going to make a video essay about space games, and I had like a whole slew of clips of Star Citizen gameplay where I just had glitches. One of my personal favorites is a time that I was doing a job in the game where like you delivered shit to some remote outpost on one of the uninhabited space bodies, celestial bodies. And literally, I'm fucking taking this... there's 2 boxes. I take one box out to the base I'm at. I deliver it. I go outside. My ship and the box I needed to deliver have despawned. And I am stranded on this rock. Why did I... Hang on. I was supposed to turn off there?
I can make this work.
No left turn. You try and stop me. I'll fuck your shit up.
Yeah. No left turn my ass. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a ding dang.
Did you just fucking go? Did you just fucking go? Asshole! What was I talking about right before I started talking about turning left? I don't remember. Who cares? Probably wasn't important. This Prius driver AI is good. I had a Prius when I was in high school. I loved that car. Until I fucking totaled it. Actually, it wasn't really high school. It was like 2 months of high school, and then right after I graduated, I totaled it. And then for 3 years, my car insurance was $300 a month. That was a fun 3 years where I probably could have saved a lot of money. Nope. That's fine. It's probably listening to these signs that tell me to slow down around these corners. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at that view. Good old Colorado, full of views and not a lot of people anywhere in general. I think. Colorado is not a very populated place, right? Like there's like 2 places of population and they're not very large. I think. I know Wyoming ain't populated. Nobody lives in that shithole. I wish they would just, like, go ham with the... Please pull in for... piece of shit. Where's the way station? Where is the nearest way station? What? Over there? There's no way. There's no way you're making me go that out of my way to stop at a way station. You fucking assholes. How much is a ticket to just avoid that? I think Denver and Colorado Springs are pretty populated, but exactly, like 2 places. Should I just take the ticket? I never skipped a way station before. I don't know what happens. 3 miles off-road? Seriously? I was complaining last time about a way station being out of my way. This is really out of my way. You kidding? Who the fuck puts a way station this far away and then says, hey, asshole, drive out of your way to get here? Oh, this sucks. Yeah, I thought so. I thought Denver didn't have much of a populace. Or Colorado didn't have much of a populace. Some of the like less populated areas of the country really astounded me on my road trip. Like it's one of those things where it's like, how do you even survive? Like I'm a fucking city boy. I've lived in populated areas pretty much my entire life. I don't get how you live in a place that is so far away from everything. Farmers markets outside the city are lit. But like, how about like, I don't know. Let's say you need to get a fucking license plate for your vehicle. You just have to drive 5 hours to get somewhere that you can do that? That sounds like hell. All counties have a DMV. Do they really? I don't know. I'm pissed. You know, I'll talk about this in a second. I'm pissed about the DMV here in Oregon. I need to get an Oregon driver's license and Oregon license plates because my license plate is expired. It's been expired since June. my car insurance lapsed in February because I didn't want to pay Michigan car insurance because it's way more expensive than every other state because we have this no-fault insurance crap. So right now my car is both unregistered and uninsured. And I'm trying to get to a DMV to get my Oregon license plates. But the only DMV in town only takes you have to like get an appointment if you want to do that. They don't have like a walk-in service. And every time I try to schedule an appointment, you can't they have like an online service. You can't. There's never appointments available. It always says appointments open up on Monday evening. Monday evening. This isn't even the maid dress's fault at this point. They say appointments open up on Monday evening. So I assume that's to make sure they don't get placed super far in advance. But every Monday I try to get an appointment, it never opens up. And every other DMV that is close by, all of their earliest appointments are like a month and a half out. Are you kidding me? A month and a half? The only DMV that I can get an appointment within the week is in fucking Portland, which is 2 hours away. I don't even know if my car can make it that far. My car is fucked. Hi, Alyssa. I'm talking about how my car is unlicensed and uninsured. And I keep saying like, oh, if I don't manage to get an appointment this week, I'll drive to Portland. But every time I have to think about doing it, I'm like, I don't want to drive to fucking Portland, dude. That's so far. That's like an entire day's journey to sit at the fucking DMV. I don't want to do that shit. So if I get pulled over, I'm fucked. Luckily, I only drive like 3 miles a day. You're gonna get fucked if you pulled over. I know. I'm aware. But I don't want to drive to Portland. I don't want to have to drive 2 hours so I can pay a bunch of money for something I don't agree with anyway. Get someone to do it for you. I don't have friends here. I don't socialize. The person that I'm closest to here doesn't own a car. Who's supposed to do it for me? Come pick me up and I'll wait for you in there. I'm so annoyed. I need to do it. I really do. Because fuck me, I do not want to get pulled over while my license is expired and my insurance is lapsed. But why the fuck are there no appointments available for months? That's absurd. Our hair color is completely different, Alyssa. And also you have boobs. And you're lacking the massive, unreasonably large bulge that is marked on my driver's license as a notable feature. What hair color is your hair? It's like dirty blonde. Your hair is black. That's fucked up. I don't have any boobs. That's true. You're flat as a washing board. As a washboard. Got him. Flat as a cutting board. Cutting board ass. Auburn isn't a color. You made that up. More brown, you're right, but either way, I'm more red, you're more blonde. This is so fucked up. Yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. And again, the bulge thing. Gigantic penis. It's marked on my license plate that I have, or on my driver's license that I have an insane bulge that is extraordinarily noticeable. It's not something you can just get away with by stuffing socks in your pants, okay? It wouldn't be large enough. It's the big balls I got from beating Melania melee without summons. Twice. We out here in the desert now, fellas. God damn. How we doing on need for sleep and or gas? We're good for a while. We're good for a while. Oh, this looks really nice. It's one of those things, like, as a visitor, this is nice. Like, driving through this, it's cool, right? Like, that's how I felt when I was driving through something like this. Living out here, it would get tiring, I imagine. Oh, everything is beige. That's exciting. It's like Michigan if Michigan weren't green and had slightly more mountains. Actually, it's quite mountainous. This does look quite nice. Anywhere in Colorado's hell, it's like hours drive. I'm kind of having that in Oregon a little bit, because like Oregon isn't quite like somewhere in the middle of the West, like somewhere like Wyoming, but we do still have like that thing that the West does, where there's like high concentrations of populace in one spot, and then there's nothing for miles. Which is why I'm having this issue with the DMV. Like there's other DMVs that are within like half an hour of here, but all of them are booked up forever. So my only option is to drive 2 hours to Portland if I want to get it done within a reasonable time. People don't get how much Mayor of the West is until they live it. I didn't get it until I drove through it. When you live in the Midwest, it's like there's towns off virtually every exit. There's gas off at virtually every exit. There's an exit every 2 to 3 miles. In the West, it's like, okay, this is the last exit for the next 50 miles. I hope you got what you needed. I didn't really understand until I drove through it. Missing an exit in Colorado means you're going to shit your pants. Missing an exit in Colorado means you're about to break some laws. Hang on. Someone just posted something funny in the Discord. If you don't want me to tell Twitter about this guy I don't know that you hate him, give me a battle pass or else I'll post this screenshot in Twitter. What is he didn't post a screenshot. What is he talking about? Hang on. No, I'm just going to write drama equals free marketing. Do it, pussy. Speeding vial. I'm going 5 miles over, Ohio ass. That's what Ohio cops do. Do you really want to be associated with Ohio cops? You fucking animal. Interstate cops don't fuck around about the speed limit. Yeah. Why would you? Why waste your time with that? Or are you saying they take it seriously? I don't know why I thought this lane was ending and he was about to ram into me. I wouldn't really know. I kept, like, normally I speed. I'm kind of an aggressive speeder. But when I was traveling out here to move, I kept... I don't think I ever went above 75 in my car because I was just afraid it would break down if I didn't do that. I'll do when I do go to Portland to visit the fucking DMV. I'll do a driving stream. I'll set up a GoPro behind me. I'll set up a GoPro on my head. It'll be like first person. We'll do this, but I'll actually be driving and could potentially get myself killed while trying to entertain you guys. Oh, you guys want me to flip my car? Fine, clip it. Am I in need of sleeper gas? Not for a while. Not for a while. We're good. We are good. Good in the neighborhood. Shoot, I was about to talk about something, but I completely lost it. Sorry, I'm a bad streamer. I don't know what to talk about. What was I about to say? I was about to say something funny and interesting and relatable. Now it's gone. Ah, that's so relatable, streamer. Drive hammer, get nailed. Hey, if I'm getting nailed by a female cop, then I'm in for it. You know, get what I'm saying? I would be pegged by a woman in uniform. Now that's relatable. I know why you're demonetized. Hey! We don't talk about that! Yield my ass. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. They yield for me. I don't yield for them. Have any MMOs captured your eye lately / ever? There was one that sounded potentially interesting. It got announced not that long ago, and it was based on an IP I've had an interest in but never actually explored. I can't fucking remember what it was though. It's being made by, I think it's the Conan Exiles people. The Dune one, yeah, the Dune one. That seemed like it could be interesting. Probably won't be though. The problem is that I'm not an MMO guy, so. I mean, looking at how shaky the launch of Conan Exiles was. Bit sus, isn't it? British German be like, bit sus, in it? I don't know. I find MMOs interesting. And I really do want to experience, like, the really grindy, or not grindy so much, but like the less accessible parts of MMOs. But the road to getting there is so not worth doing that it just loses me. The real problem is that I'm not obsessive about video games. There aren't a lot of games that I get obsessed with and I play a ton of. And MMOs especially really can't hold my interest. So, like, I feel like I can't enjoy an MMO if I don't have friends to play with, right? Like, I enjoy playing Final Fantasy XIV when I'm playing it with my friends. But if me and a group of friends start playing an MMO together, they're going to get obsessed with it and get way over leveled and leave me in the dust. And I'm just gonna be like, I guess I'm not playing this anymore because I'm super far behind. Because I don't get obsessed enough with video games to keep up with them. And then they'll eat your life if you do get to the top. That's true too. Yeah, like even now, like Sean, like I started Final Fantasy XIV way before Sean, but Sean is leagues ahead of me in Final Fantasy XIV, and he logs in every day to do dailies. It's like, are you even having fun at that point, or are you just doing chores? It's like Animal Crossing, man. Like, Animal Crossing's a lot of fun in the beginning, but after a while, it just becomes logging in to do chores, and that's when it stops being fun. It's like, oh, gotta log in so I can shake down whatever fruits spawned today, and dig up whatever fossils showed up, and hit all the rocks, and then I guess I'm done playing Animal Crossing today. It's like, did I have fun with that? Or am I just doing it because I think I'm supposed to? And eventually the answer becomes no, I didn't have any fun with that. That was just chores. It doesn't help that the gameplay of every MMO is not engaging. What is a topic you could never do a video on but still enjoy? I don't know. I'm trying to think of any ideas that I've had that I was like, I can't do a video on that, but... You guys, I should have... I got a great comment the other day. I was just thinking about this. Like, the one thing that I find frustrating about doing video essays is that some people, not everybody, not even close to everybody, but like some people seem to think that like, oh, you don't think I would do a video essay on Futa? You watch. Some people, like, when they watch a video essay, they expect you to know anything and everything there is to be known about a subject, or else you're not allowed to talk about it. Right? Like, there's a part in my Chainsaw Man video where I talk about the art direction of Chainsaw Man. And I mention in that part of the video, I'm not an artist, nor am I an art appraiser. I say that flat out. But the point of that segment was like, I really like the art of Chainsaw Man, and I want to talk about why I like it, and I want you to stop and appreciate it. And I got a comment the other day that was from someone that was like, yeah. And imagine the like buck teeth with glasses emoji while I'm summarizing this comment. It was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have talked about art when you're so lacking in knowledge on it. All that stuff you talked about color, that's basic color theory. It was really cringy to hear you talk about that. Maybe you should learn more next time. And it was like, if I was criticizing this, yeah, you might have a point, but I was praising it. I was talking about something I liked. Why do you have a problem with that? And so I literally responded, I was like, sorry, I'll make sure to get a bachelor's degree next time I try to talk about something I like. Who fucking cares? Why do you care? All your comment is doing is showing how much of a dislikable person you are. Like, all I see there is like, you're that guy who's like, actually, color theory, blah, 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 art, blah, 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 blah. No one likes that person. You're a gatekeeper. You're gatekeeping art appreciation. You're a dick. So there's, I suppose, some subjects that I might be unwilling to tackle simply because I don't know enough about them. Explain something wrong now. Hey, what are you doing? Stop that. Explain something wrong. I don't even know how to respond to that. Maybe I just do that. Maybe I make a troll video essay where I get everything wrong possible about something just to piss people off. I'm gonna make a video talking about why Demon Slayer is the best manga ever written, and talk about basically the antithesis of everything that I hate about it. And you know what? It'll probably do really well because people on the internet are stupid and actually think Demon Slayer is good. One of the things I love about Demon Slayer is how Tanjiro is a completely static character who is really nice all the time. He has no flaws. And that's why he's a great character to follow, because you know that every single time he does something, it's going to be the right thing to do, and he's never going to screw up, ever. That's why I love Demon Slayer. And I'm sure people actually think that. I've been hyping up forever that I would eventually do a video about how much I hate Demon Slayer, but maybe I should do that. I should make a sarcastic video about why I love it from the perspective of everything that I hate about it. And people will actually think I'm serious. Deliver as straight as possible so only those on it will get it. It will destroy whatever credibility I have with my current audience, because they're all looking at me and being like, this guy gets it. And then I'm going to release Demon Slayer is better than Berserk. And they're going to be mad. No, you know what I should make? I should make a video on Sword Art Online and title it The True Black Swordsman. That will rile people up. Oh, fuck. That would be so funny. Make an entire video comparing and contrasting Berserk and Sword Art Online, but reverse the reasons that I think Berserk is better. It's such a troll video. How are we doing on sleep and gas? We're getting there. Getting there. Okay, so I've got 10 hours left on this job. How long do I have left total? 31 hours? Okay, I can sleep at any point. I think I'll try to push it until there's 8 hours left on the job, because then I won't need to sleep again. And I'll get an early delivery bonus. This is the real simulator part of the truck. I'm part of American Truck Simulator. I think truckers actually do this kind of thing. Push it a little bit longer. I only have to sleep once. Last time you said that you got two no sleeping no, that's different. That was an accident. I intended to sleep that time. I just didn't realize that the road I was going on didn't have anywhere to rest. That was an accident. That was an oopsie. You guys should set up some cones. You're gonna be sticking that far out into the lane. Where am I? I'm in some city. I didn't pay attention. I didn't see where Salt Lake City. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, your boy's gotta leak some fluid out of his bladder. I'll be right back. I meant to pause the game. I don't know what I just did. I turned off the cruise control. I gotta go piss. I'll be right back. Okay, bladder emptied for the timing. I've actually been pissing and shitting and coming a lot today. Like as soon as I got to work, I needed to piss, and then like 20 minutes later, I needed to piss, and then I just like kept pissing. I was a pissing fiend. It was nuts. Also at work today, I had a pretty decent feast. We had, for the longest time, we had so the way my company works. I mean, this is the way that every company works virtually. We have like a general manager, and then we have like an assistant general manager, right? And our general manager kind of sucks ass. No one likes him. One reason that no one likes him. He's extremely stingy. Please pull in, damn it. Like, even on basic repairs for, like, safety things, he'll, like, try to find a way to avoid paying for that kind of thing. Because, you know, as the general manager, you know, you have a certain budget for that kind of thing. And if he manages to not spend a portion of that budget, he gets a kickback. That's how all companies do that kind of thing. So he's just unreasonably stingy about everything. Like I've heard, who's honking at who? Why is no one moving? Shut up! Stop honking, bro. Why aren't you guys going anywhere? I've heard of like certain managers like being like, oh, I want to give this employee a gift card because they've been doing a really good job. And he was basically like, it's kind of their job to do their job, so I don't think we are going to give them a gift card. Like that kind of shit. Like, what an asshole. And he recently went on a leave of absence, not by his own choice. And, you know, generally when that kind of thing happens, they don't come back. So nothing's certain yet, but we're all thinking he's gone. And his assistant is actually a great dude. He's a great manager, does a great job, super helpful guy, and he is not a stingy asshole. So literally, like, the second this guy went on his leave of absence, he implemented a new policy where once a month we would celebrate like every team member who had a birthday in that month. And what that looks like is making a giant cake for everybody, not just people whose birthday it is, and getting food for everybody, whether or not that be like getting food from a restaurant or making it in the store. So today we had soup, salads, and cakes. So I didn't have to buy lunch today. It was great. And our cake decorator made an awesome Boston cream cake, some chocolate ganache on top. And I had loaded baked potato soup. That shit was good. It was legit. It was really good. I ate well today. Here, you know, I actually have a great example of how stingy our boss is. Our receiving people. And this is something that, like, my old store had. You know, at the receiving dock, the door the door that leads in, you know, to, like, let vendors in. And we'll see if this road work continues on the other side. The door that leads into receiving, they had at my old store like a peephole so you can see who's outside. And we don't have that at my current store, and the receivers have been asking for it. And so our old boss asked one of the maintenance guys to drill a hole in the metal door, and that would be their people. Rather than, I don't know, hiring someone to put a peephole in the door. So, I don't remember what happened with that. Like, somehow that decision got overturned and they did end up getting a proper peephole. But, like, that's the kind of shit we're talking about. That's how far this guy would go to save a buck. Instead of just getting a fucking peephole and getting a person who would install a peephole on a metal door, he wanted someone to drill a hole in a metal door, and that would be the peephole. Like, that's so fucking absurd. What is wrong with you? He also just, I mean, he just kind of sucked and I probably shouldn't, like, talk this so much shit on him, but, like, no one from my store watches my stream, so it's fine. In the kitchen where I work, they have a lot of ventilation that leads outside in case fires happen in the kitchen. That makes sense. That's normal, proper safety. But because the ventilation leads outside, a lot of times the outside temperature affects the temperature in the kitchen. So, like, right now it's summer and it's super hot in the kitchen. But during winter it was even worse because it'd be like, you know, close to freezing temperatures, and that's basically what the kitchen would be. It'd be like close to freezing while they're trying to do their jobs. And it would get so cold, especially at night, that, like, olive oil and canola oil it wouldn't freeze, but it would, like, congeal, I guess is how I would describe it. Like, it would turn, like, thick. Fuck. No, asshole! He crashed into me! Ah! Every fucking time. Alright, next time I see a rest stop, we gotta do that. And during the winter, like, we had asked to, like, have someone come and look at this and, like, see if we could get it to be warmer in the kitchen. And, you know, he wanted to confirm that it was, in fact, cold in the kitchen. So, you know, you'd think maybe he would go upstairs into the kitchen and feel how cold it is. Came to me. He came to me and asked me if it was actually that cold up there. And I was like, yeah, it's fucking cold up there. I don't, like, we have a computer in the kitchen, and during the winter, I wouldn't use the computer because it was so cold up there that I would stop feeling my fingers when I was at the keyboard for a while. It's like, dude, just go upstairs. How fucking lazy are you? Go upstairs and feel how cold it is. You don't have to ask me. Do you have a problem with your sensation? Are you incapable of feeling those temperatures? Bruh. So absurd. So, you know, again, we don't know what the deal is with the leave of absence, but the prevailing hope from basically everybody is that he's getting fired. Because, like, I know, like, a couple months ago, he had, like, a review. And when a person in that kind of position has a review, everyone in the store gets a chance to air their grievances. And oh boy, did we. There's somewhere to sleep here. Okay, I can't get gas, but we'll sleep. Sleep before it's too late. One time I'm allowed to bypass a way station, and that's come here to sleep anyway. On the one hand, it's like maybe I shouldn't talk about like work-related stuff like that on stream in case it somehow comes back to bite me. But on the other hand, if there's retaliation for that kind of thing, your boy gets a video out of it. That's the content creator grind set, baby. Everything is content, bar none. Pecatello? Twin Falls? Where the hell am I? Am I in New Mexico? I think I'm in New Mexico right now. Breaking Bad! Breaking Bad! Better Call Saul! Oh, no, I'm in Idaho. I'm not even close to New Mexico. Oops. A little bit of an oopsie moment. I don't know why I thought I was never going to New Mexico. I'm not going south. Why did I think I was going to New Mexico? I'm a dumbass idiot. Oh. My lane is ending. Oh, why you must lane end? Alright, yeah. I don't, like, need gas, but next time I see gas, I'm gonna get it. So glad it's Friday. Me too. I'm really looking forward to this weekend. Although I plan to do a lot of work during it, so it's going to be a very productive weekend. It's not going to be a very relaxed weekend. I've had too many relaxed weekends lately. I need to fucking get my ass in gear and get a video done. You know what, legit, like a big part of why I wasn't like super motivated to like work on my video was how well my Chainsaw Man video was doing. Because like, you know, if you have one video that's doing really well in the algorithm and then you release a new one, it's going to take attention off the one that's doing well and put it towards the new one. And so I didn't really want to kill the momentum of the Chainsaw Man video. And then YouTube said they'd do it for me. So that was really nice of them. It somehow came back. It somehow came back to that. It's just one of those things where I'm so pissed off about it that everything's making me think about it. What are you planning to do this weekend, Jess? As long as I'm not too low, I'm not gonna go off highway to get gas. I'm gonna hope for a rest stop on the highway, but if I get like too much lower, I'll have to just find somewhere to get gas. I don't know a hell of a lot. It's my last weekend not in Ann Arbor on Saturday. Not in Ann Arbor. I don't know what that means. Football? Oh. Lame. Yeah, I didn't even know that was coming up. I forgot about it. Football be like, wow, there sure are foots on them balls. But not in American football. Sometimes there's foots on those balls. Soon my Saturdays will be spent in Ann Arbor. Lame to you, but I'll be happily with my new 110K best friends. Good for you. Hope you enjoyed their company. Since you seem to hate me so much. No, I love you. Yeah, well. Yeah. I'm just kidding, obviously. It's getting pretty iffy on that gas. When's the next chance for me to get gas, baby? Oh, it's right down the road. Perfecto. I just gotta take the next exit. Time passes so fast when I'm playing this game. I can't believe I've been playing for 2.5 hours. Haha, truck go burr. Do you think you drive a truck IRL in this game? I imagine some of the skills would translate. But I don't think I could go straight from this game to driving a big truck, no. I think I would need some form of training. I feel like through this game you can learn kind of the spatial awareness needed to not fucking crash the truck. But oh shit, this isn't what I wanted. And you learn you can do stuff like this, you know? You just learn shortcuts for trucking. I think you like, the amount I've learned about backing in a trailer would really help with learning how to drive a truck properly. There's already like a good amount I know about how to do it. I really got to do some more Microsoft Flight Simulator streams at some point. It's been a long ass time since I played that game. That shit was pretty hard. How the fuck do you get out of here? Don't hit that. I'm just gonna do a little 180 here and hope that nobody's coming because I'm too lazy to check. Shit really wants me to go all the way around instead of just getting back on the highway. Yeah, there you go. There you go, GPS. Now you're thinking like a dang map. Just saved myself 3 hours by getting back on the highway instead of going the long way around. I'm so intelligent and good at trucking. Got 5 hours. This job is gone surprisingly quick. I guess this is kind of a rehash of what I just said about time passing fast in this game. It's just such a nice game to play because I'm just trucking, baby. Got my hands off the wheel. You know, I only really need one hand to truck. I could do all kinds of other things with this hand, you know? Anything, really.
Anything at all.
Interesting how a lane ended, yet we also add, like, the highway widened out to 4 lanes and then shrunk back down to 3 instantly. It was at 2, went to 4, down to 3. So we still gained the lanes, but there was a brief moment there where there was 4, and that's wild. That's real crazy. That's real wacky and zany and cool. Eagle McCall? Hang on, are those 2 different places, or is this place called Eagle McCall? It's called Eagle McCall. What kind of name for a town is that? Eagle McCall? What does that mean? Is that a name? Like, if there was one town called Eagle and one town called McCall, that would be one thing. But Eagle McCall? Sounds terrible. Someone dig up some facts on Eagle McCall for me. I want to make fun of him. In 2007, Eagle McCall was home to a serial killer. He was called the Eagle McCall serial killer, and no one remembered his name because it was fucking dumb. Why are you turning? 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 I hate you. I want to kill you. I want to pull my American gun out and shoot you. That should really be in the game. It's American Truck Simulator. You should be able to lean out the window with a pistol and shoot at the other drivers. I mean, am I crazy here? That should be in the game. Like, excuse me, sir. You're too close. Bah, bah. Quit tailgating me, motherfucker. Bah, bah. I ain't messing around with you, boy. Bah, bah. You get in truck gang wars. Saying, oh, this motherfucker's a dump truck driver. Bah, bah. We hate your kind here. No garbage trucks in this town. Not on my interstate. Oh, the lane's gonna end up ahead. I want to end up in front of this truck. I want to end up in front of this truck. I'm gonna try to force him to. I'm gonna try to force him to back off. I'm gonna try to I need to get. He's going fast, slightly faster than me. Yeah, back off, bitch ass. That's right. See, that's a situation where a gun would be really useful. I could have threatened him with it. And then he would have had to fucking back off or retaliate. I'm always Florida. I always press this pedal down as hard as I can because it takes so goddamn long for the truck to speed up. If I ever use this steering wheel for a game that isn't Truck Simulator, it's gonna be hard to get used to actually adjusting rather than just flooring it constantly. That'd be pretty funny to watch. It's hard to play, I feel, racing games with this wheel. Oh, fucking PlayStation. Cause you have to turn so much. And it's kind of hard to like get this thing to move around, to move all the way around, and Like, I can feel my desk moving if I do that kind of thing too hard. So I feel like I need to get one of those apparatus you can attach a wheel to.
Never in my life have I been as erect as I am now.
Vander with the 2-month resub. How you doing, bro? Thank you. Eagle's not in perfect technical state. It's 3% damage, bro. Not that big of a deal. Vander, where you been? I feel like we haven't seen you in a couple streams. What have you been up to, bro? I'm just gonna try to cut off traffic and force them to let me in. Thanks. Just took the fattest shit. Yo, that's epic. I'm happy for you, man. Was the shit so fat that you couldn't watch my streams for a couple days? Took a while to push out. Been really busy with school. Hey, don't apologize. That's totally fine. I just want to know what you've been up to because I care about you. Already have to write 4 essays. It takes me several months to write one, so good luck with that. It's been like, what, 3 days? 3 days since what? 3 days since I last streamed? I streamed on Wednesday. It's only been 2 days. Played Bayonetta 2. It was great. Bayonetta 2 was really fun. You should write an essay about your favorite video essay YouTuber, Captain Mac. I've been in school since last week. Oh, I see. I see. Not in school, you meant. Why are you streaming on Friday? Because my Chainsaw Man video got demonetized and I'm so pissed off I can't focus on anything else, so I'm trying to distract myself. Yes, really. And I appealed it, and it didn't get overturned, and the algorithm absolutely fucked my channel and destroyed any views I was getting thanks to that, so epic. It got claimed for sexual content, which, in the context of my Chainsaw Man video, not unreasonable. In the context of the greater YouTube sphere, it is not that bad. I make references. I don't ever show anything. It's bullshit. I'm pissed about it. You did show boob grabbing? It's fucking, they're all wearing clothes! If it was a guy touching another guy's chest, would it matter? You only care because it's a woman with booba. And that's the thing too, they're never specific about it. They're never specific about why exactly it got claimed. It's just that vague thing. I don't want to talk about this. I'm trying not to think about it. Because it makes me upset. Speed limit just went up to 65, but these fuckers are still going 45. Don't appreciate that. What are you drinking tonight? I have a nice cream soda. I don't think I'm going to buy cream soda again. I like cream soda every now and then, but regularly or like having it in my house, it's like a lot. I don't think I realized how much cream soda is. Like it's so like filling almost. Eat cheesecake, it will help your depression. I'm trying to figure out what other soda, because I've always had 2 sodas in my house. Sprite and Vernors. And I can't get Vernors here in the Pacific Northwest without buying it for exorbitant prices on Amazon. So I have to find a second soda to keep in my home. And cream soda, love cream soda, don't think it's it. Also, I got a girlfriend now. I don't believe you. You watch my videos, your forever version. It's complete bullshit. But congrats on making that up. I think I'm still in northern Idaho. This feels a lot like Oregon. I'm like right next to Oregon. That makes sense. This feels like Oregon, although it doesn't feel like the eastern part of Oregon. What's up, Spliff? How you doing? What's going on, bro? You have a little hope in me. What can I say? Anybody who watches my videos just like has their V card stapled to their chest. Where is Bill? I don't know. He was here for a while, but I think he got busy with something. Schmliff, what's going on today, bro? Cafe! This is a cute little town. I like this little town. I watched mine before I watched your channel, so nope, don't believe you. You making that shit up. Nobody who's had sex watches my channel. My car had a coolant leak, went to some crazy parties. Sorry about the car troubles, but I'm glad the parties were fun. Hopefully. I hate car troubles, man. Car troubles are the worst. It's always stupid expensive and stressful and frustrating. Tell me to stop watching your channel. No, it's too late. It's too late for you. It is 55. Why are you assholes driving so slow? Hit them. Kill them. That's what I was saying earlier, though. This is American Truck Simulator. Why don't I have a gun? Why don't I have a gun to shoot at them? This is American Truck Simulator. I know my rights. I should have a gun. Most painful part was when you're in the middle of a trip/highway. Ooh, that's a rough one. That was my biggest fear when I was moving to Oregon, is that my car would fail on my way there, because it was like the one major thing I couldn't control. Like I had all my stuff arranged to get here. I had an apartment ready to go. I had a job lined up. Everything. I had hotels lined up on my way out here, but I couldn't predict whether or not my car was gonna fuck up on the more than 3,000 mile journey. Or almost 3,000 mile journey. Luckily, I was only 10 minutes away from my town today. Oh, that's good. That's good. And towing is expensive, man. Towing costs a shit ton. That shit is unreasonable. A shotgun. A shotgun would be good, but I want like a Deagle. Something big and powerful and American. I almost flipped the truck. I was going way too fast around that corner. That could have been bad. Imagine needing insurance for towing. Yeah. Hashtag America things. Joe Biden be like, hey, yo, I'm going to forgive $10,000 of student debt. Students be like, that ain't enough. I'm still not out of debt. I just want like a big American gun, a big Desert Eagle that I can shoot at the people in front of me, or the people next to me, or the people coming at me, or the cops. Oh, fuck me. Okay, but we didn't flip. We did not flip. That was dicey. But we did not flip. I took a good amount of damage from that, though. Hopefully Biden inspires more leaders to do that, but agreed 10K is like a drop of water in an ocean. I mean, I've been happy if I still had loans. Damn, you suck at driving. Hey! That's not true! Yeah, it's just one of those things, like, it's great. It's really great. I'm really happy for people who have student loans that they're getting a ton of that forgiven. But I also know how little of a dent that makes in some people's loans. Drive off that bridge. You just told me I suck at driving. You think I'm gonna prove you right? Look, I took it a little hard around one corner, and I smacked another trucker. It happens. These things happen. I'll drive a little more carefully. It'll be great. It is a process. I still can't believe, like, I don't know how we as a country get away with our medical insurance shit, our health insurance shit. Unreasonable. I'm hungry, I don't like it. Maybe you should eat something, dungo. America be like, hey, you have an illness that you have absolutely zero control over. Have fun going bankrupt. Eat more. Just move to Australia? I want to. I can't afford it because I live in America. You know how expensive it is to emigrate? I've looked into it because I was like, Australia sounds like a cool place to live. Can't fucking afford it, bro. Why don't you want to eat? Eating is wonderful. If you're hungry, you want to eat. It's just how the human body works. Australia has legal brothels. You think I don't want to move to Australia? Beta, I can't afford it. Chat, I can't afford it yet. I would be saying I can't afford it yet if YouTube hadn't demonetized my shit. I was waiting to be a rich, famous YouTuber. Now I'll only be famous. We really are stuck on this demonetization thing. I'm telling you, everything comes back to it. This is what happens when I'm annoyed at shit. I keep thinking about it. Everything loops back to it. Chat asks a question. Hey man, do you like coffee or tea better? I hate coffee. Coffee's gross. I like tea, but tea's pretty expensive, and I can't afford it because YouTube demonetized my shit. That's not true. I have too much tea. Too much tea. I need to stop buying tea before I finish off some teas. I have a green tea and matcha mix I really like. I'm almost out of my favorite tea, Wintersite. I'll have to buy more. I know it's available on Amazon, but I fucking love that shit. Couldn't tell you what's in it. I did grab a bottle of green tea. Nice. I'm a chai tea kind of guy. Chai tea's probably my favorite. I like floral teas and chai teas the most. Crack, obviously. What? You want me to do crack instead of drink tea? Chai makes my asshole implode. That's the great part. I love how spicy that shit is. Spicier the better. I want to feel it burn, man. In Colorado, we're spoiled for floral tea because we have Celestial Seasonings factory in state. I don't know what you're talking about. They do free tours and it smells amazing. I don't even know what you're referring to. What is Celestial Seasonings? I don't like cleaning my toilet every time I drink a herb. I'd like to be just like Everclear drinks or vodka in general. What are you, Russian? What kind of beta male decides what drink they're gonna drink based on whether or not they have shit stains on their toilet? Just deal with it, bro. That's a brand of tea? Really? How have I never seen that before? Bill, go raid the factory and buy me some and bring me some tea. I'll open a P.O. box so you can send me free tea. I have no idea. It's like literally. Maybe I'm just not remembering it. Hang on. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what. Celestial seasonings. Oh, I do know these. I know the box. I don't think I've ever like looked at the logo and actually read it. Yeah, I know that shit. If a P.O. box happens, I'll send you some. It's real cheap here. I'll get a P.O. box before I start a Valheim server. How do you like that? How does that sound? I got the brush that has disposable brushes you can click on and off, but that shit is expensive. It's like 15 for a 10. Why don't you just buy one brush that you use forever? When you're not brushing your teeth with it, it's fine. It's nasty as fuck, what? Do it, pussy! If I'm getting a one brush, I'm throwing that bitch into my dishwasher. Ah, don't throw it in your dishwasher. What? You're calling me nasty? What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Elaborating after when dishes are done. I don't believe that it'll be fully cleared out even after one wash if it's just that one thing. I don't trust that. That's fucked up. No thanks, bro. No thanks. I'm with Bill. Remind me to never eat at your house. What the fuck? What kind of motherfuckers like I can't use one brush because it gets gross, but washing said one brush in the dishwasher, that's fine. When you have to have a fancy disposable toilet brush, you have violent equalized shit. Are you sure it's the chai tea? Or is it your shit infused food? Two dishwashers? 1%er? What the fuck? Why aren't you tier 3 sub if you got all that money, motherfucker? What kind of asshole has two dishwashers? This motherfucker's got a dishwasher just for his shit brush. The more I learn about you, the more you piss me off, Schmliff. My brother in Christ, why you live in a house from my cold sweat dreams? I don't have a one brush. You didn't answer the question. Why do you have two dishwashers? What the hell? Answer that question. I don't care about your fucking one brush. It's okay from a hypothetical. Yeah, and we're getting to the goddamn root of it. You kidding me? I got two dishwashers, gotta live with 7 roommates. How big is your house? You got 2 kitchens and 3 bathrooms? The fuck is this? I can't imagine living with that many people. That would drive me fucking insane. I hate sharing spaces with other people's. And that's why I'm so poor. Because I insist on living alone. But damn it, that should be more of an option in this day and age. Basically a frat house because I work all these college guys. I work all these guys for college events and shit. I had a single bedroom in the apartment. I had the single bedroom in the apartment. Ah, I see. Hello, I'm back with a mango. Hey, let's see. What do you think about toilet brushes? It was kind of a tough spot. There's a little forklift in the way for you, boy. I'll make it work. Why? Just answer the question. Answer the fucking question. Hey, bro, how you doing? You're about to see the craziest trucking maneuver you've ever seen. I like the little sausage on a stick. I think they nasty. What does that mean? Salty because I got 2 dishwashers and we went off a hypothetical. At least he's going to be jealous too. At least he's broke as bitch like me. Said he throw a toilet brush in the dishes. Yeah, no, it's not good. Why would you self-admit to that? This is not how I intended this to go. I'm crashing as well, it's okay. Really bold to out yourself as a fucking goblin. Damn it. Not going as intended. Oh, we got the 180 part figured out. That's okay. That's... Shut up. That's mean, Smith. That's mean. Yeah, you're outing yourself, too. You're all outing yourselves. I'm okay with no dishwasher. They seem like more work. How does a dishwasher seem like more work? What are you talking about? It literally makes it so you don't have to do work. You put it in a dishwasher, you don't have to fucking clean it. What are you talking about? They break? They don't! I have never had a dishwasher that breaks. What kind of fucking busted ass dishwasher are you using? They do not break that often. Dishwashers are super reliable. What are you fucking talking about? What is wrong with my chat? You're all insane. You are all insane. I'm incredibly happy to have a dishwasher again. I can't imagine living without a dishwasher. I would hate that. My dad is fixing one right now. Your dad is fucking cringe! How am I? Hang on. I'm gonna go a different way with this. Take my mango. Take your mango with you and shut the fuck up with this dishwashing slander bullshit. I'm calling the dishwasher companies and telling them to never sponsor you. Dishwashers are reliable as fuck. I have never had a dishwasher break in my entire life. In any of the places that I or my parents have lived. That's not a thing that happens. I bet you sabotage the dishwasher. You're just creating dishwasher slander. Is there a stream that's sponsored by some dishwashing / home good company? I'm sure there's gotta be, bro. I'm gonna be the first one to do it. Not Alyssy, because she's spreading this bullshit. When it puts toilet brushes in with that's not me! It's Smith! It's not me! I wouldn't do that. I'm not insane. I got this. I got the truck stuff. We're just gonna fucking deliver it. I don't do that. I don't put a toilet brush in the fucking dishwasher. Only an insane person would do that. Stop it. I asked before and you never said it wasn't you. Yeah, it should have been implied. The fucking message said it was them, not me. I don't do that. Unmute me so I can tell you how fucking stupid you are. I hate all of you. I hate all of you. You're the worst. Talking about people being turned on by hands and toilet brushes going in the dishwasher. What's wrong with you? I don't know. Is he puts his doo-doo brush with his plates? I don't do that. That's not me. It's okay to wash your brush to respect that, but goddamn, no, you stop, don't, no, you're not gaslighting me into this. That's not me. That's you. You do that. You do that, you fucking freak. You do that. That's you. Enough. You motherfuckers are turned on by hands and put brushes in your dishwashers. You're all freaks. You're fucked up. Think I'm stopping at the stop sign now while I'm this pissed off? Shit! How dare you? How dare you accuse me of such? Hey, Bill! No clipping! No clipping! This is a clip-free stream. I'm deleting every clip made of this stream, and I'm deleting the VOD, and I'm deleting my entire channel. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't do that. You do that. You put toilet brushes in your dishwasher. It's not me. I'm not eating anything that you eat, Alyssa. You know why? Because your dishwasher's full of toilet brushes. That shit's gross. I'm gonna get sick. Your dishwasher's full of toilet brushes and you're turned on my hands, you fucking weirdo. Hands are pretty hot. Man, no! No! Stop! Enough of that. Enough of that slander. You're making it up. It's not a real thing. You're just saying it's pissed me off. You're just saying it's pissed me off. It's working too. You know what? You're about to be working. You're about to be working. I'm gonna come to your house and kidnap you and fucking put you into the sex trade. That's what I'm gonna do to you. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna turn you into a prostitute against your will. That's what you get. That's what you get for putting toilet brushes in your fucking dishwasher, you fucking freak. You fucking weirdo. And how dare you? How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Don't mind me, this takes a while to unscrew. I said no more clipping. No more clipping. You're not allowed to clip this stream. We're not publishing this shit. We're not publishing this shit. We're not publishing clips of me talking about you fucking weirdos and your hand fetishes and putting toilet brushes in dishwashers. You guys are freaks. You guys are fucking weirdos, and I don't want the greater world to know about you fucking assholes. I don't want them to know about you. You embarrass me. You embarrass me as a content creator. I'm embarrassed to have a community that talks about fucking hands and putting toilet brushes in dishwashers. See what you've done to me? You got me fucked up. Can we have a full debate about it? Like, there's no debate. There's no debate. It's just fucking weird. You guys you're fucking weird. You're fucking weird. Oh. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Oh, got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. You see what you do to me? Do you see what you do to me? Please tell me you have another pair. So you're going to become like a pirate with one eyeglasses with like a monocle but a square. I'm surprised these aren't snapping. Why? It's like, it's just bent. They're not snapping. Why aren't they snapping? Yeah, I hate to tell you guys, I was doing a little bit of gaslighting. Your boy finally got new glasses. And I wore my old glasses for the entire stream until I had a chance to break them on camera so I could get a funny clip out of it. I used your gaslighting to gaslight you back. Fucking got him. No one clipped it? I mean, I can clip it. Yeah, time to say goodbye to the glasses that have been broken since I was 18. And that are unbelievably out of prescription. You're the one that likes toilet brushes in the dishwasher. That's not me. I don't like this fucking narrative. I'm about to break my new glasses. My prescription changed so much that they're actually a bit uncomfortable to wear right now. I'm still getting used to them. It's not as bad as it was when I first got them, but you're gonna gaslight our gaslight times 3. I gotta piss. Be right back. You stew. You stew in your toilet brush shit. All of you. Sit in it.
These nuts.
You got the whole mannerism down to the bone, man. Is this my father possessing some poor kid? What? I don't know why that was so funny, Bill. The D's nuts? Don't you hate it when you gaslight him, but he gaslights us, but we gaslight him, and he gaslights us, but we gaslight him, and Who's the victim then? We're all victims. We're all victims to the slime that you bastards bring onto this stream. The filth that you spread. I was making a reference of me saying, okay, Dad, when you yelled at us in full cam. Hey, yo, I got caught in full cam.
Oh my goodness!
Patchimus Prime, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. How you doing, bro? How you doing, gamer? How you doing, guy? I wonder if these are fixable. These frames are fucked now. I'm like trying to pop the lens back in, but it's pretty thoroughly fucked. Why didn't it snap? Like this snapped years ago. Why isn't anything else snapping? I can't get it to snap. I'm too weak. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, bro. Snap it harder. I'm trying. I'm weak. You guys, I sit and I live stream all day. I don't have any muscles. I can't, it's not snapping. Why are they so fucking sturdy? Listen, for reference, I got these glasses and within like a week, I snapped the frames. And then I got a new pair and like within another week, I snapped the frames again. Yet now I'm trying to break them and I can't do it. Stop following him. Follow me. I'm 2 away from 200. You don't need to unfollow me in order to get Alyssa to 200. You're allowed to follow both. They're old plastic. You're old plastic. Look at you. Your fucking plastic surgery ass. We all know it's not real. We all know. Everybody, Alyssa got plastic surgery to look like a fucking cringe loser so she could get sympathy online. That's just facts. I have proof of that. I have receipts from the plastic surgeon. Hands. No! Enough! Patchimus Prime, weigh in on this. Are you turned on my hands? We need to get a poll going. Everybody in the fucking chat, self-exposed. Are you turned on my hands or are you a normal fucking person? Yeah, I can't get this lens back in. These are fucked. The great hand debate of the 2020s. What if you scared them off? I mean, they followed before chatting, so I assume they've been lurking for a bit and were probably thought my glasses bit was really funny, haha. If I were to guess. Scares most women off too. Hey! That's not true! You guys are mean! Why are you guys being mean to me? Pull a woman from your closet then right now? One problem, I don't have a single closet in my apartment. I sent you a photo of the mango. I'm never opening it. I'll never respond to anything you ever Snapchat me ever again. Just put a hole in the wall big enough for a woman. Easy. Don't have a closet. So thanks to poor, we can't afford closet. I have one closet in my bedroom. One closet. It was something I overlooked when I was looking at the floor plan, and it's not like I would have had much of an option anyway, because again, there was nothing available when I moved out here, but like, there's no closets in this apartment. It pisses me off. They sacrifice closets so they could say they have larger square footage. It's bullshit. So monetization just hit different. So you're saying that if you did have a closet, you keep someone in there? I didn't say I wouldn't keep someone in there. You lied to chat. What did I lie about? I didn't lie about anything. I never lie. I am 100% honest all the time. No one said they liked my new glasses, by the way. Not one person. I just want to point that out. They're clean. What do you mean? My glasses are clean? You didn't, I don't think you complimented my glasses. You just were excited that I had them. They're clean. What do you, oh, like good looking clean? Why, thank you. They're basically exactly the same as my old glasses, just with slightly thinner frames. You get a clean look with them. It's definitely better than the like age-old like yellowed tape from when I taped these together ages ago. Look at how fucking nasty that is. I was wearing that on my face. Gross. It's almost as gross as putting toilet brush in the fucking dishwasher. You fucking weirdos. They look about the same. They're very similar because I liked my glasses. That's part of the reason I never got them replaced. I liked them. I didn't really want to. So I just found a pair that was very similar. And this is a good look for me. You're the one that does that. I'm not! It's not me! It's you! No, you! Uno reverse card! And those are good frames for the look. I found a look that like worked for me for glasses, and I basically never changed them. Like when I was really young, I didn't like wearing glasses because I couldn't find like ones that I liked. I'd have like the round ones, and then I had the square ones, and I didn't like how any of them looked. And then when I was in high school, the hipster look was a real thing, so I got some big round glasses, and I was like, hey, this is perfect. They distract from how big my forehead is. So I kept buying more pairs like that. Stop projecting. Mirror Force, bitch, Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, well, I'll counter. Magic the Gathering, bitch. Counter spell, get out of jail free. Yahtzee. Yahtzee. Tree Sentinel Shield from Elden Ring reflects magic. It also reflects all your bullshit. Oh, God. Look, everybody. There's the Snapchat that says mango. Now I'm going to send her a picture of myself on stream. I'm going to put the word "you're gay" on there. Want to become famous? No, I do not! This kid's gonna... Don't be mean. What did Sean say? Sean sent me something. I'm literally looking at Snapchat on stream. What do you want from me? You look easy to draw. That's such a creepy thing to say. I don't like that. Want to become the famous? Just use toilet brushes from handsaresexy.com. I don't like that. I don't like that. It should obviously be .com. Since it's about hands turning you on. God. Truck Simulator streams just bring out like weird shit. We got the hands turning people on, toilet brushes in the dishwasher, gun control laws, although that was probably before you guys were here. Your whole neck and face looks like a penis, I bet. That is one hell of a diss. That's some like Jotaro Kujo level diss right there. That's a nice watch. Actually, on second thought, it looks like shit. American Truck Simulator streams are just chatting streams with little background noise. Changed my mind. An alignment chart? What, a Captain Mac alignment chart? All right, so on Unlawful Good, you have me, the sane one. And then in Chaotic Evil, you have someone turned on by hands who washes toilet brushes in a dishwasher. What's in between? What's the true neutral of Captain Mac streams? Why do you get 2 placements? No, fuck you. I am only in Lawful Good. True neutral is Luna. That's valid. That's valid, actually. Although Luna smells bad. So maybe she's more of a chaotic neutral because of how stinky she is. What's my alignment? What do you guys think my alignment is? The stinky humbles her. Chaotic neutral is Shud or whatever the annoying guy was. It was Sans. Sans, like from Undertale. Shud? You're below Satan's asshole level evil. That's not alignment. Chaotic good. Back up your claim. God, none of you were around for the Sans days. Sans was a trip, man. But it's still factual. It's not pertinent to the question at hand. Whether or not it's true is irrelevant. Jess was there for Sans, that's true. Chaotic ugly, you're getting timed out, bud. You're gonna get timed out. Got him. But you're not saying no to the truth? I'm not saying I'm not evil, but it's not the question. It's not the question at hand. It's not relevant. The delay, because I considered not doing it, but then I was like, nah, I should. You're not relevant? I know! You don't have to remind me that my channel got demonetized. I'm aware. I'm aware that my channel died in the algorithm, bro. I know. Believe me, I know. I didn't just get bullied by a bot. A human reviewed it, quote unquote. Human reviewed it, and it was still no good. It's just so sad that Mac fell off plus L plus ratio. Hey! Where's the maiden list? If we're gonna cover this, cover all our bases, goddammit. How do I get in touch with Critical? Someone get me in touch with Critical. He'll talk about this. So I stumbled upon this small-time YouTuber. His videos are really good, probably the best on the platform, but YouTube has it out for him because he makes better content than the YouTube Rewind. So they demonetized him and killed him in the algorithm. YouTube's just mad that my videos are more liked than YouTube Rewind. But Charlie would go back. Yeah, if Charlie knew about me, he might talk about it. But at the same time, he would have no reason to talk about this because I'm not the first person to have this happen. It's a pretty common known issue that YouTube is super inconsistent about their policy enforcement. And will just do this shit, especially to small people to small YouTubers who have no voice in the matter. His insanely monotone voice makes me laugh every time. I need to get a better critical impression. I feel like I can do the voice okay because the voice is pretty easy to pull off, but his mannerisms, could use some work on that. Go to the Indian streaming sites. I'm gonna make a float plane account. I'm sure Linus Tip Tips would let me talk about tits on his Linus Tip Tits stream. On his Linus Tit Tits website. That'll be my new revenue stream. You have to pay to watch stuff on Floatplane. I really enjoy referring to Linus's channel by names that it isn't. I very rarely actually call it Linus Tech Tips. Because Linus Tip Tips is so much funnier. Because I can just imagine Linus Hand Tips. No, it doesn't start with T. I can just imagine Linus having an entire channel dedicated to giving guys tips for their tips. You get what I'm saying. Penis tips. I'm gonna play the free Elder Scrolls Online game. Looks lit. I played Elder Scrolls Online. It's not bad. It's not good. Linus fingertips. Linus fingered tips. What to do after getting fingered. Linus Gamer Tips. Linus TP Tips. Linus Tips. Linus, I need a T disease. I have to look this up. I can't think of anything. No, I started typing Linus. Diseases that start with T. Linus tetanus tips. That's really funny to me. Linus tetanus tips. Linus tuberculosis tips. Linus tinnitus tips. Linus typhus tips. That shit's funny. Tendy tips. Linus Tendy tips. I'd love to hear some Linus Tendy tips. Linus, you know what legit Linus needs to do? Linus has all these other like channels that are related to his brand. He's got the WAN show. He's got channel Super Fun. He's got like the one where they talk about Apple shit, whatever it's called. The tech show one. He's got all those other subdivisions. Why is there no Linus Paint Tips? Linus knows so much about painting. I would unironically watch Linus Paint Tips. Would anybody else watch that? I would watch that. Linus Toboggan Tips. Linus Nuts. Linus Testicle Tips. I think one of my favorite like reoccurring things about the Linus channel is that for like 3 years, this motherfucker has been having renovations on his house, and somehow, seemingly every contractor he hires does something fucking stupid. And I really enjoy him. I really enjoy seeing him go off on rants about how they fucked up his house. I wanted to take his pants off. He started an OnlyFans as an April Fool's joke. Minus porn tips. When you're OnlyFans, after I put out my new video, I'll start one because I can't rely on YouTube monetization anymore. Yeah, Bill's got it right. I genuinely wonder whether or not my new video will get demonetized. Because if it did get demonetized, there's like part of me that would think it's fair and part of me that wouldn't. And I won't explain why. Because I'm still building up the mystique around what the fuck the video actually is. But there's a good argument for both ways. I think I played it pretty clever. I think I'll get around it. Hello. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? What was the point of that? Why did I do that? I don't like that I did that. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Just do some weird shit and then fucking sit in it. That's so, it's such a me thing to do. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I put my broken glasses up to my eyes backwards and then say hello? That's so weird. What's up, guys? It's me, Captain Mac, just doing normal streamer type stuff. I am a very normal guy. I don't like the chat went quiet. Say something, you fuckheads. I'm like sitting here in like an awkward, like post poorly executed joke silence. No one's saying anything. I don't like you guys. I don't care for you. I don't care for the things you do. We're getting one over on you because you've gaslit us. Yeah, well, I can just end the stream, can't I? There's no obligation for me to stay here. I'm not trucking anymore. I finished my trucking for the day. Give me a reason to keep streaming, asshole. Ugh. If you end this stream, you will be sad and unsub. Bullshit. Want a power wash? Nah, that's gonna take too long. I don't plan to be on here too much longer. You don't get YouTube money anymore? Yeah, well, streaming longer doesn't get me shit on Twitch. I don't get shit from ad revenue on Twitch. I already got your money. Vander resubbed an hour ago. I like how you guys, like, I was like, hey, give me a reason to stream. And your first response was, oh, you need the money. Not, we like your streams and want you to stick around. Like, oh, you guys don't give a shit if I'm gone because your fucking clown disappears. The clown that you watch fucking head out. I'm about to head out. I said we'll be sad. I guess you did say that. I just figured you wouldn't care. I didn't say I did. I just think it's funny how many people immediately went the money route. Or I guess it was just the two of you. I'm here every time, so you know my real thoughts. I know you're just here to hurt me. You're here to watch me be in pain. You enjoy it. You're a sadist. I can't do more damage than sexy hands or dishwasher breasts. I've honestly been dethroned. It's because, you can't just generate that. You can't fucking generate it. How do you come up with that shit? You can't. You can't just come up with it. These fuckers are saying this stuff for real. That's the worst part. They aren't joking. It's real. Not clear enough. It's true. How could you? How do you contend with that? How do you contend with them actually being fucking ridiculous? It's not a meme. Exactly. It's too real. It's too real. You can't contend with it being too real. This is the best sweet laugh I've had all week. And it's not even me. It's not even me. It's not even me generating the funny memes. I'm just reacting. I'm react-andying to your fucking absurdity. I can never be this funny. I'm not funny enough. The interaction is what's fun. That's why I was talking to Lissy about it earlier. I love doing American Truck Simulator streams. Because it's basically just a just chatting stream, except I'm driving a truck in the background. But it's kind of like a gamble. Because sometimes no one shows up for the stream, and then I have nothing to talk about. But when I have something to talk about, it's some of the best stream content there is. Just chatting with Road Rage. Exactly. Exactly. Man, I can't wait for American Truck Simulator to drop that Texas DLC. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big-ass DLC. The angrier the gamer, the funnier. Just chatting, but your dad is mad he missed his exit. I will turn this truck around! I will turn this stream off. I will cut off my hands. I will throw away all the toilet brushes. Will that get you to calm the fuck down? Is this a political platform? My top politics are don't put your goddamn toilet brush in the fucking dishwasher. I don't think that should be controversial. But I don't fucking know, do I? Maybe we need to get a poll introduction thing for Truck Stream. I should probably elect a mod that will actually do mod things, so I don't have to fucking pause the stream to do it. Bill, you're here all the time. Do you want to be a mod? If you say the N-word, I'm taking your mod away. Imagine having mods. I have mods, they just don't do anything. I have like 3 mods. Most of them are useless. That's why I have to personally block all the follower bots that get into my goddamn chat. Because they think I'm going to give them money. I would consider it, but I usually don't like Power. Hey, Power's best girl. How dare you say that about her? You son of a bitch. You toilet brush washing son of a bitch. I like raising more. Power's a close second. Mods, ban him. Ban him. Ban him right now. Ban him. Not on my chat. You don't spread that bullshit on my chat. What mod? Power is always best girl. You just like Reze because you're a masochist and you want her to blow your dick off. Admit it! Can we all agree Kobeni is Kobeni? Kobeni is definitely Kobeni, my dude. Nah, you don't choose a single best girl for Chainsaw Man. I mean, it is Power, obviously. But there's so many good options. So much good porn. Anyway, I'm just sitting here typing in Discord now, so it's probably time to end the stream. Isn't it? Just Discord moderating the stream. I see things in chat I want to respond to. I'm not going to stream tomorrow since I streamed today. I'll be working on video stuff. But I'll be back on Sunday to do something. Probably not Elden Ring, because I know Shauna's busy. So maybe Tyranny or something like that. Maybe Shipbreaker. Don't know. Figure it out in the moment. Actually a great one today. Yeah, pretty fun stream. Good stuff. Good times. I'm going to go get some food. And then jerk off to some porn. I think you know what kind. Not hand porn. Bye.